All right, we are out here. We're back. Hello, hello, hello. Please, live streams work. I want no trouble today. That's all I ask. Is that asking for a lot? Possibly. Oh, new setup. What's going on, Gia? Hello, Bread. Game so loud in my ear, I can't hear myself think. Hello, hello. How we doing, Bread? We are here with a brand new Nuzloke Pokemon Platinum for the Nintendo DS. Disappear for a second, and I'm back. But how are you guys doing tonight? How's everyone? So we all know the story of Pokemon Platinum. Right now, we just got to go get our starter. Starting up. But it's been a hot minute. Like, I've played through BDSP, obviously, and we've done that a couple times since that's come out, but this is the first time going back to, like, the actual DS games. Good. Good to hear, Bryn. You reached a 90-day streak. Jesus. Jay's killing it with the 30 days dedication. First good day of the week. I mixed the word good and day together and it came out gay. First gay of the week. But that's good to hear. We're like halfway through the week. I gotta go talk to... Sorry. My speed up button, like, doesn't work. I feel like the speed up in this is, like, not nearly that fast. Compared to, like, the Game Boy Advance ones. But, the poll. So I did put up a poll for our starter. And, let me check the poll right now. We are at... Also, everyone coming in on the YouTube side, hello. Hope you're having a good day. Welcome on in. If you have any name suggestions for our starter, I think we know which one. I think we know what we're going with, but we had one comment that said name it G or Crown. Obviously, definitely. I think we're gonna have to go with G, the Piplup. I think it'd be wrong to do anything else. Crown says pick Lucario, and then. Somebody says, Empoleon, Tux, Pebbles. I like Pebbles. He said Pebbles. March, Groove, Slippy. And they also said have fun. I'm currently on my honeymoon. Swedish Leprechaun, 44. I hope you have a great honeymoon. And hopefully it starts going better than having time to look at a YouTube poll. Hope you're having a great time, though. Appreciate you for that comment, though. I hope you have a good day, too. But Piplup won with a significant 61% to Chimchar's 21% to Turtwig's 18% with 28 votes. So it is all... we're a little biased towards Piplup in this house, but makes sense. Okay. Not much. It's only the longest week ever. Not too much school left. That's true. So you're almost done school. So that's a positive. I think he's home. Did we not do this? Oh, we have to go into his house. I forgot. So I think we've talked about this before on the stream about favorite rivals and stuff, and absolutely, Barry is not my top. Dude, I don't hate Barry, but I'm definitely not a Barry bro, as one would say. Also, we got Marlene saying fuck on the YouTube chat. And the math teacher's putting out some bullshit. That's lame. We're almost done. You gotta think of the positives here. Alright, here we go. On your marks. Hold it. Professor Rowan's like, bro. Tweak, you gotta chill. He kind of reminds me of Tweak from South Park. I love Pokemon. I am the Pokemon guy. I am the guy who loves the Pokemon. Like, it's like barely holding down the speed up button's like barely faster than just mashing the button. Maybe I have to go into the settings and do something like that, but oh, Professor Rowan, you left your briefcase. That's what I get for working overtime. What's going on, Lemon the Shark? What generation of Pokemon is this? This is Generation 4. Pokemon Platinum. But how you doing, Lemon the Shark? Also, Kushi Pooshy Douchey. That's a great name. How you doing, Kushi Pooshy Gooshy? Pooshy Douchey. Damn it. Kushi Pooshy Douchey. I love that. Alright, here's the Pokeballs. Choose one. Who will it be? Piplup. Wait, what? Did I say I just chose... Oh, no, he's choosing Turtwig. I thought for a second, it's like, oh, you chose Turtwig. Nice. And I'm like, I didn't, though. Doing pretty good. Just kind of bored. Hell yeah. I mean, that is how you end up in a YouTube live stream. Normally boredom takes over and it brings in, but welcome on in. Appreciate you guys hanging out. Mario says hi. What's going on, Mario? Piplup. We could name the Lucario after Crown. Yes, we're gonna have to get a Lucario for Crown. It would be a crime to not get it and to get a Lucario at some point and not name it Crown. So one of the reasons I've been wanting to so we've been actually going through all the regions, doing a Nuzlocke of Red all the way through them over the last couple of years, and the thing that kind of pushed me to do Platinum now is because I've been watching the Game Rumps do their Platinum Nuzlocke. They do 2 episodes every weekend. Excuse me. And I've been watching them do it. I'm like, we gotta go further than Aaron. One of my favorite things about that series, if anyone has watched it, is just the blatant just being wrong about a lot of things in terms of Pokemon types, stats, and matchups and stuff that Aaron says, and it just that's so confidence into it really makes me laugh. But he's doing pretty good right now. He's kind of got a really solid team going with leading with the Big Bill. So I hope we get one of those. A big Taco Bell. Oh, but 100% we're getting Chestnut. You're almost guaranteed. Also, what is with this? Dude, stop withdrawing. Am I about to lose the tutorial match? No. That would have been crazy. I'm gonna try it Walmart Wednesday again. Try what at Walmart? I'm assuming some Pokemon card stuff. There's Chaos Rising ETB in 6 packs at Zenix. Oh, that'd be a good get. There's some really good ones, and Because like right now, Pokemon is very like difficult to get cards for. But I heard a lot of people were like, "Oh, we got the running sheets." I heard a lot of people complaining about Dark Rising. They're like, "Oh, it's gonna be another perfect order. People are gonna be that excited about it." But there's some pretty good ones in there. We are very like casual-ish. I mean, I say we're casual. We are very big into Pokemon collecting, but we're not like money people when it comes to the Pokemon card collecting. We're way more of a cool art than like a rarity or something. And there's some good ones in there. There's a Primarina that I really like. There is I say that now I'm like blanking. But yeah, there was this Primarina I really liked. There was a couple other ones that were really good. We need to organize. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. We have so many Pokemon cards, and they are all over the place in a big old mess. And one of the live stream ideas me and Gia were thinking was just setting up the camera and just going through and organizing the cards and just like hanging out and talking. And figured that'd be a decent way to get some watch time. Because it's something we were planning on doing anyway. And we always like, everyone likes hanging out and just looking at the cards, and we can flex our big collection. Also, like, I really like this way of, like, I know I'm skipping through it, not really reading anything about it. I do kind of like the way they handled this in Platinum compared to Diamond and Pearl, where you go up, you take the backpack. Like, this whole thing is kind of, like, introducing you to the Lake Trio, too. It's cute. But, yeah. Route 201. We're definitely getting Bidoof on here. I'm gonna be so sad when Bidoof dies. Like when we get our Bidoof and he dies. Also, I won't be speeding up when we start getting like the actual thing, but this like beginning part is very, like, not constant. Like, there's like nothing here for us to worry about. Chestnut will never die, dude. I hope so. Chestnut's about to go crazy. My only beef, or my only like not beef, but my concern with using Chestnut was or getting like Piplup, because Piplup and Chestnut are both they are both the water types. I have to put the emo wall on, don't I? No, it's on. Cool. I was gonna say you can't see the Bidoofs going across the screen. Here you go, Gio. Span some Bidoofs. So I can. I'm putting it on the YouTube Shorts side so everyone can see. Look at all the Bidoofs. Woohoo! Thank you, Gio. The legendary Bidoof. Okay, we're gonna trust you with Piplup. What do you say? I say, give me that Piplup. One of the first, I think I talked about this before too. One of the first Nuzlocke I ever watched was Hayden, and his Pokemon Diamond Nuzlocke, and he picked Piplup, and he named it QWERTY, like QUERT on the top of the keyboard, and I think about that a lot because I was like, what? I was like 14, 15, maybe 13, and I was in Cancun. We were there for my sister's gymnastics competition, and I'm sitting in the lobby of the hotel watching it on. Like I got onto the hotel's Wi-Fi and immediately sat in the lobby while they were getting everything together, and I watched the episode where QWERTY died. Rip my man, QWERTY. Come on! I realized I was just mashing the B button, and that's why nothing was happening. First time actually watching a Nuzlocke live. Oh, hell yeah. Welcome on into the first Nuzlocke. These are ones I like. I really... It's like... these types of runs... There's two types where it's like very strategic. And like those are like the kind of more like hardcore challenge ones. And I feel like I run it way more of like a... It's a very chill one. Also... Why didn't I get the nickname Piplup? I guess we're gonna have to wait until we get to a name raider to name Piplup Gia. But Piplup is Gia. Don't you worry. We have Piplup. Gia the Piplup is a jolly nature, which is a lower special attack, or... What's jolly nature? Jolly nature lowers special attack and boosts speed, which is pretty not great, but it's okay. We can handle that. Yeah, it doesn't let you right away. That's what I ran into in PDSP, I think. Damn. I think he offered, and I think I just accidentally mashed the B button because I have the buttons flipped on this controller, which you also cannot see the controller. If I hold it up, it disappears into the ether because it's green, like the green screen. And this was one that they sent from the GameStar people to me. And when I was like, oh, I'm so excited! I'm gonna make it the green. I'm gonna use the green screen, and I'm gonna make a video using it. And then I held the controller up, and it disappeared. I'm like, God damn it! Next time, the next controller they sent us, I'll be able to use it. But I do think there is some cases where like it's really not necessary, and actually probably like makes it a little more difficult. But I do like it. I think it makes the stream look a little more professional. Why is every other recent game easier except for BDSP? That's something I thought, like, I don't know. This is, I guess it all comes down like personal things. I didn't think BDSP was that difficult either. But I also didn't do like any of the post-game stuff. So maybe like after, like I beat Cynthia for the first time and then I kind of just like stopped playing that. So maybe there was like some harder stuff, but what is Flame Orb Garchomp? Oh, well that's nice. Well, that's good. I love when that happens. Now I have no audio for some reason. Weird. The BDUs were too powerful to cut out the audio. Can you hear me? At least? I think the emulator just, like, freaked out. I mean, the official Nintendo hardware freaked out. Okay, cool. You can still hear me, so... I think what I'm going to have to do is restart it. But let me make sure we save first. Okay, we're going to save. And then I'm going to... Oh. I was about to say, is the dog back? No, that's just Aaron screaming. Why is he screaming like that? There we go. All right, we're back. I don't know what that was about. It would like swap an item that burns you the whole battle. That's crazy. Just had the worst interaction. What happened? All right, we're back. So starting off Nuzloke, there's a few routes early. We're pretty much guaranteed. I think this is actually like one of the best early games of any Pokemon game in terms of like the ones that you're forced to get. Like you're guaranteed to get Bidoof, Shinx, and Starly for the most part. And then there's like a few other optional ones that you could end up getting, like Badoo, Kricketune, who evolves really early. There is Geodude, Onix, Magikarp. There's a lot. There's a lot of really solid Pokemon in the early game for BDSP, or Diamond and Pearl, Platinum, whatever one we're in. Platinum is a little different, and I kind of like, because I haven't played Platinum since like early high school, so all like the little like Platinum changes for like Giratina's story and some of the other little additions, I kind of forget, so I think that also is going to make this a little interesting, because there could be stuff that I've just forgotten. Have you heard of Stick Fight Game? I have heard of Stick Fight Game. That's where Barry comes in. He's like, oh. Also, we named him Millie, because Willy, opposite. It's kind of just been a trend in our Nuzlocks. Got the parcel. Alright, this is pretty much where the Nuzlocke begins. I think. Do we have Pokeballs now? Bag. Antidote. Oh, we don't have any Pokeballs yet. Okay. Oh, we have to do the catching tutorial with, what's-her-face. We gotta go have Dawn teach us how to catch Pokemon. I remember. You know the move, the joystick, right? Pretty much in any movement? Yeah. I've been meaning to play that with Blue and Silver for a video on Silver's channel. I feel like it like always gets passed over. It's one of them, like it was on the back burn years ago, and we just never done it. Or you could name the rival You'll flip your name. Oh, that would have been good too. I don't know how I would say it. Yillowwow. How would you pronounce that? Yillow. Ba ba. Can I do? Actually, I'm thinking about something. Can I move this? This is like not a you guys will not be able to see this, but can I pop this out? I think I can. So I know I can put the can you put the YouTube chat over here on this side over, so I don't have to turn my head all the way that way. And that is strictly a me thing. The music is back. The music is back. Good, actually, now I can put this down so I don't have to look at the, they have, on the, it had the, when you're live on YouTube, it gives you, like, the live counter, like, how many people are watching and your little congruent chat rate, and it stresses me out. I don't like looking at it. Okay, so now we have a set of 5 Pokeballs. Let's get this going. Ka-chat. 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 Where'd my mouse go? Here we go. I want to change my keys to, I want B to be here, A to be here, Y to be here, and X to be here. It's confusing me that they're in the wrong spots. Gia using her mod power to delete a chat, that's crazy. That's an abuse of power, actually. I can't believe you would do that, Jay. What did Brett say? So he started giving back shots in a fucking bush. God damn. Alright. Let's grab our Bidoof. Just kidding, it's a Starly. Not bad though. Anybody's got a good nickname for the Starly man? That should be enough. Alright, Starly. Will you be a star of the team? Oh, it did it again. How about that? Okay, Starly, we're gonna call you Lemon. For Lemon the Shark. And I just like lemons. These early game Starlies are no threat to us. That's me, that's you! Welcome to the squad. I think we have to reset again because the audio died. I don't know what's happening with that. Oh yeah, no, it's the application itself. It's not like the ROM. This DS ROM, or this DS emulator, was giving me problems when I was testing it yesterday. Oh no, it's still not working. What the hell? Alright, we're back. How many times will I have to do that throughout this playthrough? Okay, we got the Verity Lakefront. We could get an encounter here, or we could, like, long game it. You made it really quiet. Alright, let me turn it up. We could long game it and get a different encounter here later, because I think the only thing in here is Starlies and Bidoofs. In this grass, at least. So, we'll hold on the Lake Verity. That might be another thing later on. Or, if one of our early game guys die, we can always go back. Bidoof! That's where that song, the lakefront music, yeah. Da, da, da. Or yeah, Diamond and Pearl's got really good music all around. All right, give me. Actually, on this route, I would really want a Shinx. All right, route 202. We have Bidoof. All right, Chestnut. Here it is. All right, we got the Chestnut. Yeah, so Chestnut is our pet. My son, my boy. He's a Build-A-Bear plush that we got like a couple years ago. Chestnut. Alright, we got Chestnut the Bidoof and Lemon the Starly. Team's looking pretty alright so far. No fear. Like, the early game is very just tackle, tackle, tackle until we start getting some stuff going, so I don't feel too bad about speeding up, and I hope you don't mind. Speeding up the animations. Attack animation. That's one thing about Gen 4 specifically that I do have a little, not like, I wouldn't say it's like such a major problem for it, but it definitely feels like the slowest for me of like just general gameplay. Time consuming if you don't. Like I try not to, especially when I'm doing like these little like challenge series, because like it's also like the first time I'm like revisiting a lot of these games for the first time in a long time, so I like taking it in. But this early bit, oh, there's the Shinx. Get him, Piplup. If you know what, Piplup, we're not gonna. I don't know if that thing has an electric attack, and I don't want you dying. I really feel like this like Diamond and Pearl Platinum Nuzlocke, I feel like it doesn't really get difficult until after Rourke, especially because we picked Piplup. It's just basically like as long as I'm paying attention and not letting ourselves get too low, and then like getting quick attacked by Starly, like we are pretty much good to just walk straight. And then after Rourke is when it starts getting a little more actual factual in here. Floor gameplay. Oh, you saw the floor for a second. My bad. That is one thing about this that I think, because my dad, he was always complaining when he would look at like any of the clips that we post on TikTok. He would be like, the basement looks like a mess, because you would see like clothes and you'd see the bar being a mess behind us. Having the green screen definitely, I think, makes it look a little more professional, and it definitely hides the fact that there is a huge pile of laundry behind me. Alright, we got a potion, because I don't feel like walking back. We don't. Alright, well, we're not risking it. Jay's like, I'm already nervous. Piplup is too low HP right now for her. I think, I think Piplup is probably the best. Or, the only reason I would think Infernape is better, just because Hoenn doesn't have a lot of fire types, and there is a lot of water types in this game. But I feel like Empoleon Piplup's pretty good. Like, I don't think there is a bad choice for Sinnoh starters in terms of like power. I think they're all pretty good. God damn it. Alright, we want... How many can I buy? I could buy like... Buy like 10 potions. And then give me like 3 antidotes. I don't think that there's anything that can really poison us, but these are the old games, so I definitely don't want anybody dying in the overworld. That'd be embarrassing. Alright, Shinx, come here. Found him. Found him. What is going on? Like, is it my headphones, really? Are they really that broken? Yeah, I think this wire's super done. I keep putting it off because I think the wire is like not that bad, but nah, I think it's done. I'm just gonna hit this. Gotta love the technical difficulties. It's off now though. Okay. Alright, save again. Close the emulator. I'm just gonna take the headphones off. Yeah, we don't need it. My head looks so flat now. I'll just move this away. Hopefully it doesn't echo too much. Alright, how we sound? I'm gonna yell at you about that. I know you will. She just loves yelling at me. But how we sound? We sound good now? All good. Ooh, cool. Thank you, Lemon. Be-doo. I don't want to like super overpower Piplup right away, but so I think once we hit level 10, I'll start using something else. Even though Piplup is like just go to straight walk through the first one, and that is fine. Oh, Burmy! I've gone on this tangent many times, but for a very long time, Burmy was my least favorite Pokemon of all time. I hated Burmy, and now I don't. Now I'm alright with Burmy. Burmy's alright. Burmy. It was like my least favorite just because I couldn't find it, and I needed it for the national decks in Diamond when I was a kid, and I could not for the life of me find it. And we had the guidebook, and it told me to find it in the honey trees. So there was like what felt like weeks of me trying honey trees, and just never getting a Burmy, because you had to wait like actual hours, and yeah, that was rough. I remember being really lost playing Diamond and Pearl as a kid, and we had to use my my neighbor's guidebook to get through a lot of it. Cause like once you hit like the third, I think it's after the fighting gym, it kind of like goes a little bit of a loop, and then you do stuff with the lakes, and I just was like, I have no idea where I'm supposed to go. I didn't read. Kind of how we're playing through it right now, actually. But Lemon, what's your favorite Pokemon, by the way? I always ask people like the first time I really see them in the chat. What is your favorite Pokemon? And like how long have you been playing? Here comes Looker. He's looking at us. I'm actually, I swear, like they have to be setting something up. The fact that Looker wasn't in Legends ZA at all. Like, if they're doing, like, clearly because he went to Alola, and then Lysandre also goes to Alola, we find out, like, there's got to be something they're setting up that's going to show up again. Also, it drives me crazy that there is no versus recorder in Pokemon Champions right now, so, like, you can't, like, record, like, if something crazy happens in Pokemon Champions, and you don't have the capture card hooked up, you just like lose that battle. And every other game before that has had some sort of like versus recorder to like go back and check it. And the only reason I think about that is because I have like the YouTube shorts and stuff. I want to like there's some plays where like I run into something crazy and I want to like save it and go back and be like, what the hell was this person doing? What are you thinking doing that? That's crazy. When I first ran into the Archaludon Sableye Rain Dance thing, I was ready to lose my mind. I was like, I'm quitting. In the BDSP remake, they put a battle in here where you fight an Abra with like Thunder Punch and Ice Punch and Fire Punch, and it like absolutely threw me off the first time. I like Breloom. I've been watching Pokemon stuff for a long time, but I don't have money to buy consoles or actual games. So, not to like, since you actually brought up that conversation, I am very much like Nintendo purist. You could call me a fanboy, but like people will get like real angry about people who played on like emulators and stuff. I'm like, I am also like very like if they released it on an official thing, like I bought Fire Red Leaf Green. I'm like, give me that on my Switch on the official thing. I'd much rather have that. But like there's people who are like, oh, you're not a real fan if you play it on emulators only. I'm like, come on, man. Not saying, just talking about, you brought it up with the price thing. Some people don't have the money for that. The video game's like a whole luxury thing, and if you're able to get it and you're playing the games, like it's just as valid as an experience as playing like original hardware. I saw people arguing about that on TikTok and Twitter the other day, and that just scratched my brain about it. But hell yeah, Breloom. Breloom is one of my favorites of Gen 3. I love Breloom. He's so sick. Breloom is like, I think I have a tier list video up on Gen 3. I've done all the gens up to Gen 6 right now, and I forget exactly where I put Breloom, but he's definitely in like my top 5. I love Breloom. Breloom's my goddamn boy. You know who else really liked Breloom? If you know, you know. I wish I had my Luigi amiibo closer. I was gonna be like, you know who else liked Breloom? Might have to go check it out after stream. Hell yeah, appreciate you. Yeah, right now, if anyone does, I don't. I always feel so awkward. Oh, and now I'm going blurry. I feel awkward about saying it, except for like to like anybody. Like the people who've been in the streams often, I feel less awkward about it. But like we're super close. I mean, like I say we're super close. We're like halfway to hitting a YouTube partner. So if you have any backlog video you haven't checked out, we have a lot. We have like 6 years of YouTube videos uploaded. I can't read your username, but they said hi. Hello, whoever that is. But just hanging out here is plenty enough. Some other application just tried to open up in the corner. Speaking of emulation, my Mario 64 mod thing is trying to open itself up. Get out of here. It's not your time, Mario. I always thought these clown things were so like out of nowhere. For some reason, these clowns are running around like giving out stuff for this tech brand. But now I 100% get it as somebody who has gotten sponsors for things. You do just go out and you hire clowns to promote your items. Anyways, anyone seen the new Game Cert controller? We got 2 of them. Just pull up the Game Cert Aim Labs. I have to make a video on it. I haven't opened this up yet, but it looks pretty sick. Let's go. We need to get that boy some money. There we go. You are, in fact, a clown. Damn right. Getting that watch time up. Yes. Fucking let's go, Espresso. Let's go, bread. The one thing, so with the 3 clowns, did I not talk to all 3 of the clowns? Answer all the Pokédex. Collect all the coupons. I swear we did. What was I saying? With the overlay like this, normally we have like our team at the bottom, but for the Diamond and Pearl, you have your bottom screen, and once you get the Pokédex app, you pretty much have your team on the bottom screen like almost the entire time. So I feel like that kind of covers it. You are very well. Thank you. I read that twice. Ding ding, you're absolutely correct. Thank you, clown. Yeah, I did. I was so on the emulator. I'm just like I have this one. It's like the DualShock. So I'm like set up with in my brain. I'm thinking this button is your confirm, and then this one's the B. But if I'm playing Pokemon, I'm so used to it being this is the confirm and this is the B. So I kept the PlayStation, and I'm like confusing myself with mashing the A and the B button. And I'm sure at some point in this Nuzlocke, somebody will die due to me muscle memorizing like an A button when I meant to hit a B button. But look at that, we got our little clock. It's 21. There's our team, hooray. Our boys. Well, that is an initiative. Shh. Shh. Don't tell them. No, but like I was talking about you were here when I was talking about that like a second ago. If Nintendo put out Diamond, like if they dropped, because they already like did it with this 5 red leaf green. The moment they drop all the other ones, I'm there. They sold 4 million copies of Fire Red and Leaf Green on the Nintendo Switch version in only, I think, like, what, 3 weeks or something, according to their quarterly earnings back in March. And that is, like, printing money. That is, like, the easiest thing they could possibly do is re-release these other Pokemon games. Alright, Barry, let's go. Especially when they get to like the DS era, when they get to like Heart Gold, Soul Silver, Black, White, Diamond, Pearl, Platinum, like people are gonna go crazy to have them on like a modern thing. All right, Chestnut, get out of there. Doing a hardcore Nuzlocke or just a standard? What's going on, Switchblade? We're just doing a standard, a more like a light. Like we're gonna do healing. We're gonna do kind of a level cap. Like I'm gonna try and not go above. But if we do get there, it kind of happens. I'm not like the most hardcore. But this is also just kind of like a way to revisit these old games again, with a little extra challenge, and just the whole stress of not letting your homies die is. I think it's fun. But yeah, no, this is not necessarily a hardcore Nuzlocke. I'm not built for that. I lost regular Ruby like 4 or 5 times before finally finishing it. Surprisingly enough, we were able to get through Red without, like, OG Red without any, we beat that on our first run. We beat Gold and Silver, we beat that on our first run. And then it took us a while to beat Ruby, and now this is our 4th game. How did you lose in Gen 3? I was too overly confident. The first, I've lost it like 3 or 4 times. Either just like not paying attention or being way too overly confident. I ran into the Torkoal, the 4th gym leader, Flannery, and I was like, oh, I'm only like 2 or 3 levels below. I could probably do this. And then my Marsh Stomp got like overheated and immediately died. So yeah, that was rough. Gotta get that money up. Hell yeah, we do. Yeah, we do, Jim. Willie, when are we getting the Sky Children of Light stream? What is the Sky Children of Light screen? What? Best of luck. This game is easy one to practice Nuzlocking. That's good to hear. I need a nice like chill time. This guy's like withdrawing way too much. Critical hit. Get wrecked, Turtwig. Oh, second critical hit. Get wrecked, Turtwig. Piplup ain't worrying about all that withdrawals. It's a free game that my life's been resolved with for like 3 years. Send it to me on the cord. I will definitely check it out. Playing on emulator. What's going on? Also, I know this is the collector, but you change every time you change your profile picture and username, it confuses me. I'm like, who is that one? Because in you were Vox when you first joined, and that in my Pokemon Go, I have you under Vox. No, this is official hardware. This is official Nintendo hardware. And I'm playing it with an official Nintendo controller that kind of disappears if you look at it weird. Step 1, choose Mudkip. Step 2, win. Okay, I think that was the other thing. I didn't, I was, after our first round of picking Marshtomp, I went with Combuskin and Trico. I was trying out all the different starters. But we did end up, when we did end up beating it, it was with Marshtomp. Alright, we are on 203 route. Let's see, who do we get? Give me the Shinx. Alright, so we're doing dupes. That is one rule, so we're not going to worry about that. But this would be an okay time to level up Chestnut. I like changing it. I didn't notice Vegeta's VA was... Yeah, it's Chris Sabat, and then it's also his Japanese voice actor in the Japanese dub of the show. It's the same guy who voices Vegeta in Japan and Captain Falcon in Smash Brothers. There's a lot of big voices in that. I was looking at that this morning. I'm like, that's crazy. For their Japanese dub of it. I think I've heard of it as a Nintendo eShop. Yeah, is Sky Children of Light, is that on the eShop? I think the only new Pokemon on this route is Shinx, Bidoof, Kricketune, and Abra. I like changing. Yeah. I'm like, I feel like I definitely did too. Like back in the day, I would change my profile picture like every couple weeks to whatever I was into at the time. Or like my like burner accounts, or not burner accounts, but they were like my like the ones that I would use to not post myself. The ones I was just using to watch and like look at things. But like my main Instagram and shit was always like my face. Abra, alright. Are we gonna get an actual Abra, or are we getting no encounter for this route? Abra would go crazy. Bringing back Mike. Mike was our Abra from the Pokemon Red Nuzlocke, and he carried us so far, and then I let him die in the Koga gym by accident, and that was rough. Alright. Everyone hold down and B. In the chat, I need everyone to hold down and B. Damn it. Okay. Well, no encounter on this route. That's okay though. Sure, I'm really surprised we haven't ran into a Shinx yet. Like on all three of the routes, no Shinx. I put Sky in the Discord. Thank you, thank you. We'll check it out. I do think I want to grab a heal before we actually start battling people. I mean, we'll probably be fine. I'll fight like one person. Go, Kricketune. I like when not many trainers do that, but I do like when the trainers say their Pokemon name in their little preview dialogue. I know there was a couple in Black and White that did it. My cameras are blurring again. That's one thing. I gotta make I know that's a thing. I gotta make a shortcut so I can deactivate my camera whenever that happens. Alright, we got a Kricketune. Can Bidoof handle a Kricketune? I think he can. Come on, Chestnut. Oh. Yeah, well, now you can't. Oh shit, he's going for Bide. We lost. Attempt number 2! GG's Kricketune. Well, okay, that was not good. I literally just said, why did you lose the Ruby Nuzlocke? Because you got too confident. Why did you lose this one? Because we got too confident. There was literally no reason to not run back and heal up Piplup. I didn't even lose our starter when we were doing our Nuzlocke. You did not. I'll battle one more trading and then healing, it'll be fine. I can't believe that. That is really unfortunate. Piplup didn't even get a name yet. I like how they just were saying how easy this is. How easy of a Nuzlocke game this is. And I die immediately. Attempted. We're not giving up. We are not giving up. Chestnut will ride us. Do we give up? 1 in the chat for give up. 2 for continuing with Chestnut. One. If I see 3 ones, I'll give. All right, we got 1. Yeah, no, it's over. All right, it's over. All right. Fuck espresso too. I like when Brett argues with himself with his 2 accounts across the 2 platforms. All right, we were under-leveled. Warning, there's already another save file. If you want to start an adventure now, you have to press up, select, and B. Why? Up, select, and B. Delete all save data. That's crazy. I forgot that was the thing. I did that already. Aaron, stop banging. Why is he not in bed? Delete all save data. Yes. Once data has been deleted, there's no way to recover it. Oh. Why did you save like that? Like what? Hello? Save data. Save data. Save data. Hello? Save data. Alright, we're back. Alright, what should we name our... we'll name our rival now. This time. This one always makes me laugh. No, not that button. The button on the Pokeball. Oh, Baniri, thank you. Dude, if we get a low punny, we gotta get low punny. Hello, I'm your neighbor. Hello, Brett. Nice to meet you. I will be the girl this time. I think that was my problem. I didn't pick, I didn't pick Dawn. And this is Elizabeth. It looks wrong looking at it backwards for it like that. Goodbye, see you later. See you later. There's a song that's on like super simple baby songs that basically are those exact words. Oh, like, is there a free like item in that, like in the old games? I like go up to the computer and get an item. No, okay. Can I still have a Starly named Lemon? Of course you can. Still in the Walmart line. G, you got this. Stay dedicated. Get that Pokemon cards so we can open them on stream. Make a video out of it. Gee, should we go to... So there's a store in my area called Delco Rips that opened recently. And they mostly do sports cards, but they do some Pokemon card stuff. I'm like, Gee, should we go and do a video out front of Delco Rips where we buy a thing of Pokemon cards and open them in front of the store? To try and get the local Gooners on the squad. Also, next time I'm saving right after we pick up Piplup, so if we do end up losing, we'll just start over from that, so we don't have to do all this talking again. What's up with the viewer count? It's changing so much. I have no idea. Are people coming in, leaving? Hi, hello. What's going on, Berry Juice Drinker? Yo, Berry Juice Drinker? I like that name. It's like the berry juice item. It reminds me of Shuckle. Dude, if we get a Shuckle on this thing. You don't fuckle with Shuckle. Yeah, because the way YouTube short streams work is you're pretty much thrown on the shorts feed for people, and you'll pop up, and then people could see it, and they'll hop in, and or they'll just swipe away. They'll be like, "This guy's fucking ugly," and then leave, which is valid. And then some people will be like, "Oh, that's a handsome guy. I'm gonna stay." And thank you. Gia hates when I do the mocking thing because it's completely ironic, but it still gives her the ick, which is also valid. Cookie Run Kingdom mentioned. What is the deal with Cookie Run Kingdom? I see so much like art of that game, like the gingerbread cookie people, but I've never played it. What's it about? Like I remember playing Cookie Run back in the day. It was like an iPad game where you like, or yeah, it was like an iPhone game, iPod. It was on an iPod Touch. I was playing it. It was basically like a little platformer. Gambling. It's a gambling game? Or is it like a gacha type thing? A gacha game, which is also gambling. I almost downloaded Fire Emblem Heroes again. And every time, like, there'll be like an event where they have like some cool characters with some cool costumes. I'm like, oh, I want to go re-download it. And then I downloaded it, and I do the polls, I don't get who I want, and I delete the game again. That game stresses me out. Also, I didn't fart, that's just the chair. If I farted, I'd let you know, don't I? I really like, after playing Pokopia, and then like looking at Fire Red Leaf Green and seeing all those Pokopia items in the Fire Red Leaf Green, I would love a Pokopia type game based in Sinnoh. I think that would be really fun. I think my like two most wanted Pokopia sequels is Gen 4 or Gen 7. I think Alola would also be really cool to get a Pokopia game in, specifically because of the Ultra Beast integration and like the way like the Tapus are supposed to be like island guardians, so like they would be aware of some sort of like nature problem. Hoenn also makes a lot of sense, but Kyogre was already kind of a part of the first Pokopia. Galar would be neat, but Alola is like my main one I want the most. There's some kind of cake hound or something in the gacha game. Has the deepest lore imaginable. That's crazy. I know that not to bring up Rule 34 again, but like there's a significant amount for that cookie game, and I don't understand. Like maybe I'm getting old, but I'm lost on that. The only reason I know that is because we were playing the there's a game on browser where you basically pick high or low, which of these things has a higher Rule 34 count. And I was playing with my dad one day, and the cookie game came up, and it's like, there's no way the cookie game have that much, and it was a decent amount, a significant amount. But like, what doesn't at this point? Actually, we were talking about Game Overs. I didn't want to talk about that. People were like, "Oh, this has too much Gunner bait. It has too much fan service." And I was like, I didn't pick up on that at all. I was like, there's two characters that wear like bikinis, but like that's it, and they weren't like overly crazy. But like there was like no sexual tone or like conversation the entire show. It was like very tame. I did like it. It was cute though. And but then I thought people were talking about like fan servicey, like in terms of like there's a lot of stuff that's references. Like there was like the Time Crisis arcade machines. The one girl was quoting Call of Duty. Then the other one was quoting the Resident Evil tutorial thing, and then obviously the map is very like Mario, Banjo-Kazooie. Like there was a lot of like you could Ace Attorney. There was an Ace Attorney reference. Like there was just a lot of reference stuff. I just didn't think there was like anything necessarily bad in there. And then like the people were saying the dialogue was cringy, but I'm like it's fine. It was like whatever. Okay, we're at the point where the nickname. I won't fuck up the nickname this time. See, that was just a random Piplup. That wasn't Gia the Piplup. This is Gia the Piplup. And Gia the Piplup will not die. We also got a female Piplup. That's a little... I feel like that's like a rarer thing to get the female starter. The only part that was bad was the misinformation rope fetish scene. What? Did I miss something? Oh, when she got hit with like the little lasso thing? Oh, I didn't even consider that. There should go to Christmas. He can't restrain himself. Wait. Okay, this is like an oversharing topic, but like, I would never like, in my heyday of looking at inappropriate stuff often. I was like, it was like, you know, like in times of war, in like the World War II, where they would stop during Christmas time. Like it was Christmas, there would be like a ceasefire and a truce that they wouldn't fight on Christmas in certain wars, and I had the same thing going on. You can't hit up the hub on Christmas. It was sacrilegious. It was so unimportant to the plot. She escaped off screen. That's why I'm like, that's actually really funny. I didn't even consider. People were complaining about the dinosaur dialogue at the one point where he's like trying to help her, like, because she was getting stressed or sad or something, and the dinosaur's like, "Come on now, don't be sad." And I'm like, yeah. He's like his whole caricature is that point is he's like a child. He's like a putt-putt. Like putt-putt's he's from like a putt-putt parody, the car game. He's like from a learning game. He's just like a little like Barney Sesame Street character thrown into this world of craziness. How low is the attention span of these people, bro? Me? My attention span is incredibly low. Did someone just scream? I'm back. I had to take my dog out. Hell yeah. What kind of puppy do you got? I don't have a dog, but my sister does, and we take care of it pretty much every day. Golden Doodle? Oh, that's so cute. Golden Doodles are cuties. My sister's got a wiener dog. I should make Chino an emote. Okay, I had that picture of Chino, like, already cropped. Aaron, why are you screaming? Can you hear him screaming up there? Like it's not goddamn 10 o'clock. Alright, we gotta go back and tell her mom we're leaving. And then I'm gonna save it. So in case we lose again, that'll be the restart. I'll set like a, save state. No, you can't. Alright, good. You can't hear him screaming up there. At least he'll sleep for you tomorrow. I hope so. Yeah, so tomorrow morning I gotta watch them. And then their mom is coming to take the youngest one to his doctor's appointment. And then after the doctor's appointment, they're taking both of them. So they will not be staying here tomorrow. Because the air conditioning is going to be fixed at their house. Bro, I don't want to bring it up, but like our mom's kind of got a butt. Like, do you see it? Like, am I crazy? Hold on. She got like a heart on her butt. Dude, our mom's got a booty. Hang on. Dude, look at it. She's built. Who drew these sprites? Look at that. Bro, mama's built. Sorry. I'll go back to being normal. How do I fix my screen now? All this for a bit. We'll clip that. That'll be a YouTube short by tomorrow. Pokemon mommy thick? Question mark? Happy Mother's Day to me. My dog's name is LMA. Oh, that's cute. And the German shortbread. And a German short-haired pointer. Pretty sure it's a mix with a Labrador. That's cute. I like puppies. I'm a big... Like, I say I'm like... I hate cats, but it's mostly just because I'm like allergic to them. Really, I fucking can't. I'm sorry. Shortbread. Short breed. Did I read something wrong? It's short-haired pointer. I read that correct. No, shortbread is a cookie. Dude, I want a shortbread. Did I read something wrong, or am I just, like, stupid? Dude, it's rough out here. When you said Willie, I can't tell if you're laughing at what I'm saying, or that I just misread something and you were laughing at me for not reading correctly. Or was it because of the whole mom bit? I think saying Happy Mother's Day to me, I think is really, that's a good thing that I should have like absolutely used back on my my MILF hunting phase. Shout out to all the mamas out there. The last part got Happy Mother's Day to me. Oh, I'm stupid. I feel like Rain would have got a kick out of that bit. But yeah, we'll be back for Tomodachi Life next week. I just want to give that game a break because I have to catching up on all the clips from those streams. I haven't. That game like milks streams out like crazy, or milks clips out. So I want to make sure I don't get too backlogged on that, and then they get lost, and I just never clip them, and then we just never see them again. We're gonna buy 5 Pokeballs, and then we're gonna buy 8 potions, and that's all gonna be all our money because we don't have enough for an antidote. But we're also not. There's nothing poison that can poison us. All right, now we're gonna catch our crew. All right, let me do our save first, and then we're gonna start catching things. Hopefully, we get a Shinx this time. Okay, normal save. God, this game takes a long time to save. Like, I'm holding the speed up button. There we go. File. Save state. Create a save state in slot 1. There you go. Alright, let's get a chestnut or lemon. Which one will it be? It's gonna be lemon. Level 2 lemon. Playing the best Pokemon game ever made, I see. It's up there. definitely up there. I think it's one of those things. It's so funny to me because like I love Pokemon, so like I've been into like every Pokemon, and Shane was not into every like he's into Pokemon, but just not nearly as many. But he loves Gen 3 or Gen 4, and I talk about this a lot of time. And I talked about it during the tier list videos. Gen 4 was actually the Pokemon game that like almost made me stop playing Pokemon. But how you doing, Shane? How's everything? How's the life in the Florida mans? I don't know if it was just a lot of factors going into it, like at the time of life. Mostly I was like focused on playing hockey and being a degenerate. Didn't have time for Pokemon. Also, Starly, dude, get in the ball. What do you think this is? But I do like Platinum more. That like all the other Nuzlocke, I did either Ruby or Sapphire, and I put a little poll up and let everybody vote. When it came to Gen 4, I'm like, we're just going straight to Platinum. We're not doing Diamond and Pearl. The changes they made to Platinum compared to Diamond and Pearl are so much better. Especially after BDSP. Which is like, I've gone on that tangent a bunch of times too, but... Gen 4, 1, 2, 3, 5. It's so hard. Like it's like choosing a lemon. Where's lemon? Lemon. It's like picking like what kid you like better for me at this point. Like every region has something that I like. What I'm gonna do a tier list video eventually of like the top Pokemon games, and I'm just gonna be like torn the entire time. It's gonna be so hard for me to pick. I mean, there's some that are like obviously better than others, but like when we get like to the top like 5, 6, it's gonna be like real tough. All right, we got Chestnut, the Bidoof, come in. Gen 1 and 2 are kind of the same game for me because Hargold. That's fair. Just more Pokemon, Gen 1. They are the classic. Chestnut has returned. Chestnut's back. Oh yeah, this is also the second attempt. We lost on the second route, but we lost before the gym. Because I just wasn't paying attention, and I was like, oh, I could do this. Fucking Piplup can handle it, and then Piplup could not handle it. But I think it was because we didn't nickname it. So we didn't have a true bond with that Piplup. But this one's Gia, so we're absolutely going to have a huge bond with this one. And it will not die. But yeah, Shade, right now, Gang Rumps, they're doing a Platinum Nuzlocke. And it's every like two episodes every weekend. And I've been watching that, and that's got me like, oh, I kind of feel like itching to play this one again for the first time. The music, the areas, blah, blah. That's where I'm like, there's really solid Pokemon, there's really solid music. Just something about the Sinnoh, it's cool. It just doesn't really, and it's so funny because I understand it, but it just doesn't super get me as hype. Like for me, it's like that, like Gen 4, Gen 4 is like middle, like high middle, except for Platinum, because I think it's just also it all. Platinum is in like top 3, 4 for me, and then like Diamond, Pearl, Heart also over the top 2. I don't know. It's just there's parts of Sinnoh that I really like, but nothing like gets me like super hype. Our son, Chestnut, our son. I can't really remember any of the gym leaders. I think that's one part that's like, and I think another thing. It was I have no connection with the Pokemon anime for that time. Like, I didn't watch the Pokemon anime for Diamond and Pearl until I was in, like, late high school, early college, going back and looking at it. I'm like, oh, this was actually kind of good. I should have watched it more, but I got no nostalgia goggles. I can recognize that, like, the stuff in it that is good, but I got, like, nothing like, oh, it's the best thing ever. I'm way more, like, weirdly, I'm more nostalgic for, like, Sword Shield time. But that also, I think, has to do with... That's another, like, personal thing, just with, like, doing it doing all the streaming, that's when we started doing stuff. That's when we started doing this whole like online space thing. That's when I met Gia. Like, I feel like that's so like I can't when it comes to Pokemon, because Pokemon is so integrated into my actual life, which is really sad to think in a lot of ways. But like the Pokemon generations basically correlate with my whole life, because it came out when I was like born. We both were born in the same year, so it's been here like my entire life. So like whatever's going on in Pokemon, I can like remember to the real life, and that kind of like also influences in where I like feel on it a lot of time. I think like it's definitely now, after replaying it, I think Gen 6 is actually my bottom. Like for a long time, I would say maybe like Diamond and Pearl Gen 4 was the bottom. Now there's like Let's Go Pikachu. That's definitely the bottom. I'll be your bottom. I know you will, Shane. Loki might start drawing Pokemon. Go for it, dude. For drawing Pokemon was always fun. That was one of the things that also like really got me into wanting to do art back in like high school, was drawing all the Pokemon characters and drawing Pokemon in general. Drawing Pokemon's always fun. I'll be your bottom. I fell off after 5. The games didn't get until Arceus. Yeah, after I like I will like I feel like I brainwashed, or like I gaslit Shane into finally playing Arceus. Cynthia makes me rock hard. Of course she does. That's like it half started as like, I know if I say this, it's going to annoy people, but I love Leon. I think Leon, like I've talked about this plenty of times, Leon's my favorite champion. Even more than like Cynthia, I'd like a little like I like that Cynthia's like easily like top 4, but I feel like she's overhyped, and I feel like maybe it's just me wanting to be like a hipster and a contrarian. But I still find it crazy that Gen 4 basically started the Pokemon renaissance for me. Dude, you were late to the party. My friend bought Arceus and then never played to rage bait me. Like, bro, dude, Arceus is great. I think we're gonna have to, like, after I've finished all the region tier list, I'm gonna do the game one, and that one's gonna be rough. That one's gonna drive me nuts. But I do think Arceus is gonna be easy top 3. Now that I've like, it's been sitting for a while. That the changes Arceus made, the way it built off the Sinnoh lore, the character designs of that game, the music, the changes of the gameplay loop of 100%ing the Pokedex was really hard. Or not hard, but definitely a little grindy and time consuming at the end. But it was something I really liked doing. Like I would come home from work, and the first all I would do is for like in that few span of time, as I would go to work and I'd come home and I'd play Arceus for like 2 months, and shiny hunting in that game was great. The only thing that like now sitting on like late, like now that we've passed for a while, I think the boss battle system was kind of lame, just like dodging and throwing the balls. I think the boss battle system of a ZA is a little bit better, but ZA's like I like the base game of ZA. The DLC for ZA has been rough. Who wins, Arceus or Walter Jr.? Who's Walter Jr.? I need to know who Walter Jr. is to assess his power against the goat god. Just imagine, like, 4th grade Shane getting bullied for liking Pokemon. You really didn't like ZA. I'm so, like, shocked by that. The base game, I liked our, like, crew of people. My biggest problem with ZA now, like, that we're this far into it, was, it was very like that. The same gameplay loop in the DLC got very boring very fast. It also bothers me that Corbeau is the one who's in charge of investigating it, and not like Clement. And the fact that Clement doesn't show up at all kind of drives me nuts. And I feel like there's a lot of things that we miss. Like there was a lot of like X and Y characters that just don't come back, and it's like this was such a missed opportunity to not address those things. But I like our main, like the main crew. ZA was fun. Bunch of Melos are cool. Lap, howdy, what's going on, Lap? How we doing? Infinite Fusion's the best Pokemon. I've never played Infinite Fusions. I've heard a lot, like I've seen people play it, and then it just kind of like seemed like it was a lot of people, just, like the whole bit was like fusing Pokemon. But what's that about? Is there an actual story to Infinite Fusions, or is it just like a Pokemon game with fusions? 'Cause that's kind of what I thought it was. Imagine Shane in like 4th grade getting bullied. Dude, imagine me bullying Shane in real life now and calling him a Disney adult and pointing at him and being like, haha, Disney adult. Or being like, haha, little Shane boy, look at you. Look at you, little Shane boy, little Florida man, little Florida man getting all sweaty moving the Florida, and then just bully him, and then be like, push him over a little bit, and he's like, oh, stop. And then we kiss. Lab, I'm setting up Lab for another fan fiction. I like Pokemon, but never told anyone. Gia was a closet Pokemon, closet Pokemon fan. It really is crazy that may end up working at Disney. That's a plot twist. Even I didn't. What do you mean? That's like the most obvious thing of Shane moving to Florida and end up work. Like I was so shocked that when you went to Florida, you didn't immediately start like that was the whole plan to work at Disney. You not working at Disney was the plot twist. Up to this point, I do believe there's a game with Team Rocket chasing triple fusions. That's right. Oh, okay. That's kind of crazy. Triple fusions. That's intense. I did not expect to hear back from them. Oh, did you get the you said you got the interview, right? Or what's the update on that? Phone. Oh yeah, phone interview Friday. Dope. That is what you said. Alright, Pip up. You better not die. Let me heal you. I feel like you could be a Disney bully. Dude, I will, like, in a Disney movie, like the guy, dude, one of my favorite, like, Disney bullies, and I think about this often, is, from Hocus Pocus, they're just like, hey, we're gonna fucking steal your shoes. And then the little sister's like, my brother's gonna beat you up. And he's like, you're a virgin? Something along those lines. And then they, like, virgin shame this kid for, like, the entire movie. It was crazy. I never was a big Hocus Pocus person, but my mom and her sisters love that show. Me and Will were talking about how Disney is cheaper than Wildwood. That's blew my mind when we were looking at the websites, and like, if you were just gonna go to a hotel and like hang out at the hotel, not even do the Disney parks, it is like so much cheaper to just go hang out at like the hotels at Disneyland, or do like Margaritaville and do their little water park nearby. It's crazy. 3 nights in we were looking in July. Like 3 nights in Wildwood is like $1,500. Like that shit's crazy. Like I love Wildwood, but I mean that's also, it was like one of the nicer hotels in Wildwood. And if you were looking at like stuff like the one that I would always stay at, the Rambler, it'd probably be like 150, 250 a night, something like that. But even that's a lot, and that's a really shitty hotel. 300, how much? Yeah, $1,500 for 3 months or 3 nights staying in one of the main like hotels when you go into Wildwood, New Jersey. It's crazy. Wildwood, New Jersey is not that much for it's not worth staying. But like I think Wildwood's still great for a day trip. A 1 day. Yeah, the pier and the rides have gotten so expensive too. Like when we used to go, back when we were kids, it was like $65 or something a person, and I thought that was expensive as a kid. But now it's like crazy to do that. I once got bullied by a girl, and it appeared she did because she had a crush on me. Dude, that's like the best. Gia bullies me all the time. And by nicer places, he means pretty clean motel. Dude, don't shit on the Rambler. So the Rambler, it's this motel that me and Gia would go to. Or not me and Gia. I'm trying to make Gia go to. My family would always go to this motel, and it's basically ran by like a single old lady. And okay, this is Route 218. We could grab a Magikarp here, but we'll just give it a second we'll give this a bit because maybe we'll grab something better later. There's also so many options to grab Magikarp. Is there a difference between a hotel and motel? I think the only major difference is motels have no elevators and hotels have elevators. If there's any other like major changes or differences between them, that's the only one I know of. Also, we're really gonna have to level up our other people because Piplup is the only one doing anything right now. I have to do this. Did I say the wrong answer to this stupid clown again? Oh, did I not talk to the old guy again? If the job is actually a thing that happens, it may be cheaper if you guys come down with my discounts. Dude, Shane, that'd be huge. We were actually just talking about that too. I'm like, one of the spots we were looking at is like the Margaritaville place. When we get that if we do that, do the Margarita Villa, and just had Shane come pick us up and go to the parks from there, like that could be a move. But we're planning something. We're also planning to go to Chicago. Gia really wants to go to Chicago for the Pokemon Fossil Museum exhibit that they're having. And I've never been to Chicago. I heard they got good pizza. So I'm down to definitely try it out. Motels are usually 2 floors and maybe a pool. Hotels are bigger and have more amenities. It's like 50% off hotels. I can bring you guys into the parks for free with me. Oh! That's gonna be huge. I hope you get it. What time's also hi King Coffee, how you doing today? Welcome on in. What time does stream end? Is there a set time? I don't really have a set time. What time is it now? It is 10:30. We started at like 9ish, so I think the plan is let's beat the first gym leader. We'll beat Rourke, and then after that we'll probably start wrapping it up from then. But how you doing? Good, doing good, good. King Coffee, what's your favorite Pokemon? I always like asking people that. I think I've talked about that before. You get a pretty good understanding of, or at least something, maybe not an understanding of the person, but at least something immediately to talk about when you get someone's favorite Pokemon. I feel he ends the stream with how the vibe is. Yeah, that's the other part. It depends on like if we're cooking and like the flow is like we had like, and it has nothing to do really with views. Dude, you got another Milcery? Our buddy Breadmint Espresso, he fucking loves Al Creamy. Dude, that's something I love. I talk about this much. I love when people have like really almost like random favorite Pokemon. Like I never would have thought of Milcery as somebody's favorite. That's awesome. But yeah, what Lap said, it's like the vibe just kind of, the streams just sort of go with how the vibe is. If like, because we were doing the Rugrats one, and it has nothing to do with views either, because like we had like nobody. It was literally just me, Crown, and Blue basically that one night in rain, and we went for like 7 hours, just like basically just me and Blue talking to ourselves about life, and we just didn't feel like stopping. But then there'll be other times where like we're cooking, but like it's time to go. You know, rather end on a high than go too late. So it's all up in the air. Nothing's very set in stone. I've been wanting to do more of an actual like set schedule, but I'm just so bad at keeping the schedule. And then with the situation right now with having taken care of the youngins, sometimes, like last night, I was gonna go on, and by the time I finally got everybody to sleep, it was already like 10:30. 10:30, 11 o'clock, and I'm like, shit. This ain't happening today. So, like, I feel bad putting out a schedule and then not sticking to it. For real, for real. Dude, we love Milcery. Dude, would you put Milcery in your coffee? King coffee? What the fuck? Turtwig. That critical hit tackle was uncool. Alright, like, we're not risking it. We're not losing Gia this time. Get him, Gia. Get him, Gia. I think also, like, with Lap, when we were playing the hunger thing, when we played Fear and Hunger the other night, and that went, like, it went a little, like, maybe like a half hour longer than I thought it was going to, because I'm like, let's do it, we can do this, and then we fucking died again. I'm like, fuck this shit. I would never consume my beautiful baby. That's good, good. That's a good parent right there. I want to put Lemon up front, because Lemon really needs some levels here. When he makes his own schedule at 7 p.m. Joke's on you, I can't read. I love the joke's on you, I can't read meme from Arthur. It's so good. I hope I get it too. It's gonna be good. Dude, I hope you get it too. One, because I want to get into ride that. Actually, Shane, I didn't look at her Instagram message, but we were talking about the ride. Is it really that short? That roller coaster? The Muppet ride? I feel like it was like really short, but of course, like it's like a phone video, so like I couldn't tell like everything that was going on in there. But it's always been short. Okay, so I've never ridden it, but I mean that's pretty good. I mean, if it's a short ride, you could probably ride it a few times, and they have the different song that plays, and hopefully the line won't be too long because if it moves quickly. We got the Shinx finally. Let's go, King Coffee. I think you're here for the first time. If we catch this Shinx, we can call it King Coffee. I like King Coffee for Shinx. The Q makes the experience. I saw there was a picture of a puppet version of the dude in there. My boy, Jim Henson. I love that. Loki does look lovely. He does. The milk creamy, like, and I would eat an al creamy. I would 100% eat an al creamy. Just like slurp it up like a pudding. But King Coffee, the Shinx. Sounds good to me. I like naming the Pokemon Nuzlocke. That's the other part that's like really cool about doing the live Nuzlockes, is just having naming the people from the chat, your team, and then like it gets them to feel like they're a part of it. King Coffee. I've never been a coffee drinker. Like I tried to like get in the coffee in college, and it just never was for me. But you know what is for me? Whoa, G Fuel sponsor time. What? G Fuel. No, I don't have any yet. They're sending it me, but I do have this cup that I used to have. And we do have a code now. Code WillieH. Get 20% off your order. And we're back. I wanted to try doing that once. But yeah, we got King Coffee. But you got G Fuel. Exactly, Julia. No coffee. We got the G Fuel. Whoa! Oh my god, G Fuel. I'm just better than you peasants. Exactly. Dude, let them know. King Coffee. King Coffee sounds like a character from like Candyland. If there was like a sequel to Candyland, it would be like a King Coffee. Or if it was like an adult Candyland, King Coffee would be a guy. Damn, bro. Dude, we're out here. I'm excited. There's a couple flavors I got coming. And I got the Hatsune Miku, I got the Tails, Sonic, and I think Hype Sauce 2.0. And a hat. I'm gonna have a G Fuel hat. Whoa. Impressed or what? I was saying that, like, that I was like actually really surprised that they got back to us and did approve us for that. I do really like. So G Fuel is one I've always like. Just talking about it. G Fuel is like a brand that I always have followed basically since like A Drive. I was watching A Drive play Pokemon back in like 2016, 2017, and I always liked a few flavors, but I never really bought it until like a consistent amount until like 2019, 2020, and like I gave the Shane. He tried it. He did not like it. It did not look, or it did not do good for his body. So it's definitely not for everybody, but I really do enjoy it. And I was super stoked when they actually were like, yeah, dude, we'll hit you up. You got a growing community, and it looks like you got a pretty solid social thing going on. And that's what they said in the email. Not those words specifically, but it was pretty nice. I was like, hell yeah, dude. All right, so to avoid dying to this Kricketot, I'm just going to growl him while it's storing energy to lower its attack so it can't hurt us. A-Drive, you mean the guy? Yeah, we were at an event. We were at a convention, and A-Drive was there. And they were like, oh, do you want to... I'm like, oh, it's the guy. And he was talking to other people, and the other guy at that booth was like, oh, do you want to go up and say hi to him? I'm like, no, I'm okay. I'm too nervous to go up and say hi to him. But cool that he's here. Let him know I said have a great day. And we walked away. I got nervous. Should I try G Fuel? It's actually good. I'm gonna say yes. There's a few flavors I would definitely say that I like, and there's a few I would say to avoid. And this is as like an official sponsor thing. I like Pipe Sauce, the Sour Chug Jug, the Mega Man flavor. I think is really good, especially if you like raspberry blue type of drinks. The peach ring is a kind of unique flavor. If you like peach stuff, like peach juice, you might like it. It wasn't big on my favorite, but they have a new formula that I'm excited to try. I'd say it's good. It's just definitely depends on what energy or what flavors you get. The A-Drive flavor, Shiny Splash, is really good. PewDiePie flavor is really good. I'm excited to try the Tails and the Hatsune Miku because I haven't tried those ones yet. I'm trying to think what else. Oh, there's a Swedish Fish one. Swedish Fish is also really good. So there's a good chunk, but there's like a Shrek one that looks really gross. Like I'm gonna say that as with the sponsor, and they say like don't. I'm still learning my whole way around it, but I would not want to try a Shrek onion flavored or whatever it was. I think it's meant for like a gag thing. Like you got like a whole Shrek mug. But I'm very excited with the whole G Fuel thing. I was very thankful and surprised that they were like, yeah, we'll give you a shot. G Fuel has kind of been known for giving sponsorships to like smaller people. So, love that. Very excited. Caffeine energy does not pair well with my body. I'm just built different. Shane is built very, very, very skinny. Energy drinks make my eyes have a heartbeat. No, like definitely, it's like they're not for everybody. Not like they do not vibe with people sometimes, and that's understandable. And I feel like if I drink too much of it, it will absolutely mess with me. I love Hatsune Miku. I need the Hatsune Miku drink, dude. If you get the Hatsune Miku drink, code WillieH, 20% off your order. I've never I feel weird pushing it. It's something I always like joke about. Like anytime we have like one of these sponsor things, I always feel weird talking about it that way. But if it's something you're interested, like I don't want anybody to ever feel like they have any pressure to try something that I'm pushing or promoting. But if it's something you want to try and something you're already getting, might as well get that discount, and it does help out both. It helps out support the channel so we can keep doing these types of things. Willie out here trying to run from a trainer battle. I misclicked. It was a misinput. Do you share Pokemon for evolutions with other gen? Do you want Pokemon to share evolutions with other gens? That's one thing that Gen 4... That's one thing I do kind of like Gen 4 did. They added evolutions for Pokemon from older gens, and I do like that concept. I like when they do that. That was... Some of my favorite Pokemons in the 4th generation come from those types of evolutions, like Magnezone and Mamoswine. Like Piloswine, I kind of always liked, but never really cared too much about until Pokemon Unite came out. But then, like, Like Magneton. I was never a big Magneton guy, but then Magnezone came out, and now I love like the whole line. Who said they would slurp up Vaporeon? I'm coming for you. Did Lap? Oh, I see Lap up there now. I missed that message. Even though I like Vaporeon, I would certainly drink a cup of it, since its body is 90% water. If Vaporeon did that thing where it like becomes the water and you drink it, does it get that part of its body back, or is it like dead? I need a Pokemon professor to answer that for me. Yeah, I would have get heart palpitations. That's very scary. My heart rate went crazy once from having a Pepsi too late. Yeah, Gia cannot handle sugar. Gia's not a soda drinking sugar person. So now I drink lots of juices and sugar-free soda. I'm trying my so hardest to get into like sugar-free soda, and I just sugar-free Coke and then sugar-free orange soda. I've been trying to get myself to like it. I just can't do it. But once this all G Fuel thing comes in, I'm probably only going to be drinking G Fuel and water forever. I would assume you get murdered. I would assume you just murdered your cat. Oh, yeah, if you drink your... Dude, what if you, like, Vaporeon turned in the water and then you mixed Vaporeon into your G Fuel? Alright, I almost forgot. I had to go friendship. Okay, well, remember, you get any ending in the game, you unlock the 4th, very spooky. Lab, I'm good at... I'm not a fear and hunger guy. I'm bad at it. I'm bad, and it was gross. But do have some fun. Appreciate you for coming out and hanging out with us again tonight. There's too much penises and too much legs getting cut off and rape in that game for me. One of the greatest drinks I've ever had is the Mott's apple mango juice. You gotta try that shit. I'm gonna get that for Aaron. He's always drinking Mott's apple juice. It was 24 dV sugar per serving. What does that mean? Happy Penguin, what's going on, Happy Penguin? Happy Penguin redeemed squats. Also, Sag. I'm sorry. Sorry I made you Sag. Don't worry. I was here. What's going on, Happy Penguin? Oh, daily value, that makes sense. And squats. You redeemed squats, so I will be giving you 10 squats right here. This is the first time I've tried squatting with the green screen. I wonder how that's gonna work out. Alright, oh. That's how we're gonna know how it works out. I'm gonna bump right into it. Here we go. Many Vaporeons were hurt in the processing of this sponsor. Is there a decaf G Fuel that makes you sleepy? I don't. No, there's no D. I don't think so. I'd have to look into it, but I don't believe there is. Also, I'm so stuck. Hello. The camera's like way too close for me to be doing squats, but also you can't like this is only on the Twitch side with the full thing. All right. The green screen fell over. Good job. What? There's only energy ones. There's hydration ones, but people still need to watch with their electrolytes. People who do too much liquid IV get sick too. There you go. What Gia said. How do you feel about doing 160 squats a night? I feel like I would poop myself. Ugh. Even Aaron didn't knock it over. Aaron almost knocked it over today. Yeah. All right. Just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You dropped something. Thank you. Thank you for noticing. I think it's stuff like this. There we go. A little behind the scenes action here. Gia's lucky she's getting that all to herself. Dude, Gia's a lucky lady. She better not forget it. All right. Just gotta move it over a little bit. Redeem some will attacks. There we go. Oh, now it's coming out the other side. Professionalism, baby. Yes. We're out here. Just can't move. Once you're in there, you're in there. How can I get more of those squats? So on the Twitch, we have channel points. And it costs a certain amount of channel points to do squats. And I definitely need to raise it. New camera angle unlocked. Because Red does this thing where he'll store like hundreds of points, thousands of points, and then we do like 100. Like there was 2 streams where I've done like close to like 150 squats in a stream, and then my legs hurt for like 3 days. Oh gosh, that's funny though. Also, shout out to the 8 likes on the YouTube stream right now. Ooh, Tim's playing Tamagotchi. Oh, that's the other thing. When we do come back to Tamagotchi life in like a week, I'm gonna have a bunch more Miis. I have a couple more Miis. We have 18 more or 19 more slots, and I have like 5 or 6 more people I want to make. Before the next episode. We need to figure out the squat situation. We will have to figure out the squat situation. We're gonna just have to like throw the seat over there. We're figuring that out though. Okay, who is up? Right now, I'm also kind of like going in blind, like I'm like barely paying attention. Right now, Lemon is up to level 6. So Lemon's making some moves right now, getting up in levels. So I can get the mouse out of the way. Knocking down the green screen. That'll make for a good clip, I think. What's a good title? Fat fuck knocks over green screen playing Pokemon. I'd watch that. Rory Goontime, their channel, their Tamagotchi Life Island being called fuckface cracks me up. Cause I feel like I haven't heard anybody say fuckface in a really long time. And then, it's just a really good island name. Still in the Walmart line. Gia, you got this. Gia, everyone give Gia their power. Ooh, that scratched a lot inside up. I would like trying a Psyduck. He is Psyduck's in this game. We were talking about being too professional. I'm professional, but not that professional. I'm like, oh, we'll get the green screen. It'll look real nice down here. It'll look real clean and good, and we got sponsors now. Like we're making moves in this world, baby. Immediately knocks down the green screen, does squats, farts, shits self, falls on floor. Like, everything falls apart so fast. In Moist Critical Voice. The squad situation is actually insane right now. That would be an amazing thumbnail. Or, like, amazing video. I'm doing, like, I make the way Moist Critical has his thing where it's basically just him sitting in his room as the thumbnail, and I just do that, and I go, oh my god, guys, you'll never believe it. This Spiggly Squat, Squiddy Stinker. Look at him. This guy knocked over a green screen right in his house. Crazy. I don't know. I can't do a Moist Critical impression. He's like, you'll never believe it. The twiddly dink magink. All up in my twink. I feel like he just says silly words sometimes. Also, we're about to get another Pokemon, so if anybody wants to be the next, I guess, Shane, Lap, anybody wants to be the next, Pokemon, likely a Geodude. Voice Critical. Bread. Espresso. Give it let me espresso. Up, right, down. Switch it up like Nintendo. But I can't see baby down. I'm working late, 'cause I'm a streamer. He looks so cute when he does his squats. And I got this one boy, and he won't stop calling. His name is Shane, and he's from Florida. They say that X won't do it for you. Talking about the platform formerly known as Twitter. I like so there's like a bit like after there's a time where I'm like, I'm not calling Twitter X, that's stupid. And now I've gone so far into the like irony of it all. I really like calling it like the way Elon Musk titles it, where he's like, it's X, the everything app. And I like saying, like, oh, I saw that on X, the everything app. Like, it's the whole Nintendo Switch family of systems bit that makes me laugh. And it's not even a bit, it's how they do it. Pokemon Platinum. Is it compatible with Champions, right? No. Or yes and no. You'd have to do a very long process of sending it from Platinum to Black and White to the Pokebank on the 3DS that does not exist anymore unless you have like a hacked 3DS, and then send it to Pokemon Bank, or then send it to home, and then from home the Champions. Which is why I really just wish they would just put these games on the Switch at this point. Willie, kid entered the room. Ah! Kid scared the shit out of me the other day. Will you do Dupe Claus or Santa Claus in your Nuzlocke? Dupe. What is Santa Claus? What's the Santa Claus? But yeah, we'll call this one Espresso for Espresso. Espresso. But yeah, I've been wanting to do a Nuzlocke for a minute, because I appreciate everyone hanging out and chilling with me while I do this. You guys are the realest. Oh, Geodude's holding an item. An Everstone? What? Can't give that to Gia, so she never evolves. You kill a Delibird? No! By the way, I'm ditching Snapchat stories and posting on Instagram primarily now. Dude, yeah, we're... Like, I only use Snapchat to talk to... You kill every Delibird. I mean, that's fair. Why not play the remake BDSP? Because there's some... so right now, BDSP is actually one me and G are kind of doing on the back end. Like, on occasionally, me and her have a Soul Link Nuzlocke that we're trying to do in that game. We beat Rourke in that, but that's one that's like we'll do like very sporadically. So that's a Gia thing. for the remake. And this one I just thought it'd be fun to go back and do Platinum. Platinum's my favorite version of Gen 4. But yeah, Shane, I was thinking about it because like I literally on Snapchat, I literally only talk to Shane. Our one Shane group, one group chat I'm in with Shane with people from like high school, and by that I just mean literally like just Rory, and my brother and Pete, and that's about it. And then I have a like 3-year streak going with Gia and Deb, and like that's the only thing I use Snapchat for. And if I didn't, like, I feel like we're too old to be still on Snapchat. I don't even know, like, if young people use Snapchat anymore. I feel like Snapchat's just, like, hella dead. I think we're keeping it alive. Just me and Shane sending pictures of each other in the bathroom. It's actually 6 years. Jesus Christ. I like it for... Yeah, I like it. That's, like... Snapchat's good for, like, sending silly videos. And I also have a lot of memories in there with, like, the babies and stuff. But killing every Delibird, that is a funny... The Santa Claus. I like Delibird. I think Delibird does not get enough love. But I also think he gets so much... I say that as if he doesn't, like, get the most Christmas merch. Because, being literally, like, a bird Santa Claus. I'm probably head out, though. Good night, love you all. Good night, Brad. Appreciate you for hanging out. Get some good rest, and good luck with the rest of your school stuff this week. You're almost done. When I text Will, he doesn't reply, but if I send him a Snapchat message, he does. It's just, it's like a habit at this point. So when I do Muppets on Friday, it'll be on Instagram. Dope. I'm excited to see it. But people do see what I'm doing. I prefer Instagram now. It's always hard to choose what to post on doing both. It's a pain in the ass. That's fair. Not to like pry into your information, Shane, but do you still talk to like a lot of people on Snapchat? Like it really, for me, it's like only like a handful at this point. That's another thing. I'll send Will text and he never responds. He only answers Snapchat. I gotta break that. I gotta break that habit. That's not a good habit for a 30-year-old man to be in, to only answer Snapchats. But I also only talk to like 5 people on there. Funny enough, like I talk way more in Discord than anybody. Discord's like it become like the main thing I use to talk to people anymore, which is gross. Hopefully you've been opening all my gifts with it. I'll bet I'll open your gift right now. I really only play Pokemon Go when I like go out places. Like I am bad at opening gifts. But I do have lucky friends with Silver, I think. I need to get him I need to get that trade going. Yeah, oh, it's Blue. It's Blue who I'm lucky trades with right now. D Collector. Send me a gift from a Starbucks. Here, I'll give you a gift from Jay's Exotic Reptiles in South Philly. It's like a pet shop. Also, I'm hatching an egg. Oh, a Galarian Zigzagoon, my boy. The way Gia really loves Bidoof, I also really like Bidoof. But I love like Zigzagoon. OG Hoenn Zigzagoon, he's so good. I love me Zigzagoon. Also, it didn't click for me that Zigzagooner, like Zigzagoon should absolutely be like the Pokemon that's like the mascot for Rory's channel, the Goon Time. The Zigzag Goon Time. I'm wearing my Bidoof shirt to too many games. Dude, hell yeah. Jay's gonna look crazy good in that Bidoof shirt. I wish I could ditch it, but I'd be missing out. That's how I feel too. I'm so ready, especially now that they're like charging for memory space. Like once they like finally block me from saving stuff to my memories, I think that might be the thing that kills Snapchat for me. I never loved Bidoof till Chestnut. Dude, he's just that great. You saw who was my buddy, right? Who was your buddy? I glanced. I mean, I just seen it, but I didn't take notice. Let me see. Who was it? Tapu Bulu. Tapu Fini. No, it's Melmetal. W Melmetal. And the last thing you call it with a Tapu Bulu. Tapu Bulu. Tapu Fini. June is Global Go Fest. Dude, I'm excited for that. Go Fest is always fun. Me and Gia will pretty much like spend the entire weekend just playing Pokemon Go. So you can do both caves. I mean, I used to send stuff once in a while. I usually just text everybody else. That makes sense. I also got a Shundo Melmetal. That's huge. I love Melmetal. Melmetal's great. Yeah, so that last cave and then this is the Orberg Mines, so this is a different location than that other cave. But the only thing we can catch in here is an Onyx. So but it is a good little spot to train up because Piplup kills everything in one hit. And we're getting Starly up pretty good right now in here. I don't remember in the remake, if you can mind. Oh yeah, there is the underground. Welcome to the underground. How was your fall? I don't remember the rest of that song. It's July. I looked the other day. Oh, is it in July? Perfect. Even better. My only fear for Go Fest is that it's the same weekend that my parents and my sister and brother and everybody sets up for us to go down to Maryland Beach together. And I'm like, I really hope it's not that same weekend. Oh, we got Zubat instead. I was wrong. Not just Onyx. We have Zubats in here. So who wants to be Zubat? Decollector, do you want to be... I think I'm going to make you the Zubat. Is it the same weekend? So they haven't picked the day yet. That's the other thing. It always, like... so hopefully they... whenever they do decide it, we can be like, no, not that one. Or when they start planning it. Tell them we'll say we have plans that weekend so we can try to move it around that. Come on, Zubat. Don't you want to get caught? No, you don't want to be Zubat? Zubat's great, especially in this one. I want to be Baneri. Alright, we'll hold off. Who wants to be... We'll make Shane Zubat. Zubat's really good in this game because you can evolve all the way to Crobat, so I'm not mad about that at all. Even though we already have Starly, having a second flying who's fast isn't a bad. Like, this is another one I think is like a really... I say that as we died really early on because I wasn't paying attention. But I think this, because of how there's a lot of really good options, this becomes like... The person in the chat earlier who said this is an easy Nuzlocke game, I kind of see it now because there is... you have so many options for your team. Donkey Kong dance. So I have like a list of projects that I'm working on with like YouTube videos and stuff. And today we had this box come in. It's been here for a bit, but that's gonna be posted tomorrow. We have a review for this Switch case that was sent over to us. And then after that, I'm gonna get started on the Donkey Kong skit. That's gonna be really funny. I have like a whole Donkey Kong costume and stuff. Is Bank still available until today? I don't think Bank is available officially, but you can get it if you have a modded 3DS. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I don't think it's a. I think if you have it downloaded on your 3DS, you should be able to. I just think you can't download it now. I might be wrong on that though. Dude, I hope we get Baneri when we get into that forest though. That'd be sick. I know there is a lot of options in there before you get to where Baniri is, which is unfortunate. There's a lot of bugs in that route. Oh, but that's the other thing. I've been Pokemon Champions. I've been making, or I made a team that uses Mega Lopunny, and I got to almost Ultra in like maybe 2 hours, just casually playing, like like sitting on the couch or sitting in the bathroom, like, or while I was editing, I was doing it on the side, and it's a pretty good team. We also have another encounter, like, we have, like, a full team already before the first gym, and there's also, like, a couple routes that we skipped. So we're, like, in a pretty good position. I want a mobile chirp and see it. Dude, honestly, same. I was joking, I would never, but I was talking with Jay, I'm like, dude, I can't wait to play this game while going 90 on the highway. Dude, imagine hitting, like, a hard prediction on somebody, like a hard prediction switch, and then hitting, like, 95. That would be terrible. But like Pokemon Champions on mobile phone is going to be crazy. On this route, we could get a Machop and we can get a Ponyta. I'm leaning towards hoping we get a Ponyta. Just because there isn't very many fired Pokemon in this game. Too bad. Dude, look at Lemon go. Lemon is here. Lemon is ready to fight. That's the other thing. Having Lemon, Starly, like, covers Piplup's weakness to grass for the next gym really good. Alright. Let's go for Tackle. Oh, low kick. Critical hit. That did more than I would like. Get a Pip. Are you sure this is an emulator? Oh, no, it definitely is. But you don't want Miyamoto to come and beat me up, do you? We only have 4 Pokeballs. Uh-oh. Oh! Alright, well. I knew it was going to happen at one point where I accidentally hit the A instead of the B button. And I guess I'd rather it be that way, losing an encounter, than losing a, someone dying. I have a mic on me now. Dude, he's gonna show up, the Nintendo Ninjas are gonna kick through the door. But, Nintendo Ninjas, if you're out there listening, if you port this game to the Switch, I will buy it for $20. $25 even. I'll raise you a 5. You know what? You got me bent. 30. I'll give you $30. And give it home integration so I can move it to Champions. Maybe don't play inverted next time. I fixed it already. Or no, I didn't. Yeah, so right now I have... It's the A button is the bottom, where it normally is B, but since it's on the PlayStation controller, it's in where the A normally is. Miyamoto will pull it to 90. Dude, I'll do it. You're talking about emulation stuff. I saw that they finally made an emulator for the Pokemon Hey You Pikachu microphone for the N64 for the N64 emulators. So you can emulate Pokemon Hey You Pikachu with your regular microphone now, without having to like go through crazy hoops of getting the original game and getting the original microphone to work. Like, I have the original adapter, I just would have to get a new microphone, but I do not feel like hooking up all that right now. This is Univer, right? This is Sinnoh. What's going on, God Slow Bro? How you doing? Oh, come on in. What emulator running? This is called DESMUME.09 version. Decimwe. Alright. And Gia has now made it to level 14, which, even if we were doing level caps, we are at the level. We wouldn't be over the level cap. going into Rourke. But yeah, I'm not worried about Rourke. For a moment, you said these nuts. These sume. What emulator are you using? These nuts version? But how you doing, guys? Welcome on in to the stream. Alright, we're going in. Gia should have no trouble here. Just water bubbling everybody. Level 15. Alright, now we're over the... Oh, we got Peck. Some move coverage here. We take that. We've got Onyx. Stealth Rocks. That was something that was really cracking me up during the Game Rub Nuzloke. Aaron just starts like switch training in the middle of this gym battle. And, oh, that did a lot. Okay, I don't like how much that did. Alright, hold on. Okay, he potioned too. Goes for a Leer, our defense fell. But we get a critical hit on the bubble. Gia does not mess around. And Gia grows to level 16 from that fight. We beat Rourke, and Gia's evolving! Let's go, Gia. I have returned. Welcome back, Lemon the Shark. How you doing? Gia has swept Rourke. Almost had a scary situation with her defense lowered, but critical hit coming clutch. Critical hits, you'll love it when you get it. Does this work? Does this work on mobile? The emulator? I'm not sure. I know there is a what's it called? Delta. Delta is the one on iOS that can run DS games. Learn Metal Claw. Ooh, yes, please. Learn Metal Claw and Peck, like right back to back. Does it need Peck? Growl lowers attack. You know what? We don't need Growl. It's high enough level. Pipluff's our attacker. You beat the boss. That means that game is destroyed. I wonder if they will do like. I think that because they're so like that whole concept of like them basically going to like little parodies of because the whole like flapper world, the dolphin world was basically like a Mario type parody. Like that shark thing was basically Bowser. The fish guy was a little more like naive than like what I would say Mario would be, but he's just like he's your goofy like platformer mascot type character. That's what his world kind of was. And I wouldn't be shocked if one point they do an episode where they do a monster collecting episode and they like basically parody Pokemon. Yeah, Banjo-Kazooie. The music was very Banjo-Kazooie. Grant Kirkhope was in that. Shout out to Grant Kirkhope. I love that he like does a lot of like smaller like if on the play on the words on the channel we did a playthrough, a few parts, me and Blue, of Paper Clay, and that was a indie platformer game, cute little guy that we were sent the code for, and the dev the music in that was made by Grant Kirkhope. So I love that he's like still a part of like so many projects. I caught the tail end of the fight. Let's go. Welcome on into the tail end. Also, we're only 11 o'clock. I thought we were going to be a little bit later. I think we'll keep going. Tonight. Maybe we'll do the windmill. Maybe the windmill will be when we stop. Willie, did you see my comment on your video poll on what starter to pick? Yes, I did see what you said, and I did consider Lucario. Or, Frick, did you say Lucario? What did you say? Or was it a new comment? Hi, Frick, by the way. How you doing? I thought, let me see. Did I miss it? You, Crown said pick Lucario. What did you say? It's not showing up. Are you lying to me? Did you not put anything? I have to hit my own channel to see the poll. View channel, post, comments. Newest. Oh, I see. It's hidden under Red's comment. I agree. Female Gia, male Chud. Yes. We actually got the female Piplup. So yeah, we do have Gia. The first Piplup, we had this actually the second run already. The first Piplup died. I said no. I said agree. Piplup, yeah. Just think about misinformation in, dude. I want to say, that's the first, that was actually one of the things I sent Gia. Like, I'm not even, like, I'm not joking. I was like, oh, Gia, the show's really good. One of the, maybe we could try doing, like, a cosplay for it. Because, like, oh, we talk about, like, joking, like when to do, like, a cosplay for Too Many Games or whatever at some point. And I'm like, oh, we should do this one. I'll be this dinosaur. He's a Lernosaurus, and he's very good at reading and writing. And you could be misinformation. And she's like, who's that? And I sent her the picture of her in the bikini. She's like, oh. I'm like, I think it would fit. I think we would look good. I love Gobbles the dinosaur. I think he's great. It's because I've talked about it before. The Moose Toys people, they sent us a bunch of digital circus things. Like, I'm not saying, but I do hope. I don't know if Moose Toy is gonna make their, because I think they're doing some other company. But if they do end up making Gameoverse, send them over. Willie will get to see each other on Saturday. Oh, are you going to Tim's? Hell yeah. Yeah, I haven't even brought it up yet tonight. This weekend, I put it on the schedule on the Discord, but this weekend we are going to do a charity event over on Tim's channel. I should have the information. It's helping. All the money that we're going to be raising for the donation goes to something of county, benefiting Victim Service Center of Montgomery County. So it's going to be like a 3-day stream. It's going to be on Tim's channel, and there's going to be a lot of different people coming in and doing little bits. Me and Gia, I think we are going to do Super Mario Wonder. We're going to see how far we can do Super Mario Wonder in about a 2-hour playthrough. And every dollar that gets donated while we are playing will add a minute to blind playthrough. So I will put on a thing to cover myself, and then Gia will have to talk me through it, or me and Gia will both put on blindfolds, and we'll have to just try and get through levels with like a little timer. We're not sure about the specifics. I think the one where I put the blindfold on and Gia like yells at me to try and get me through might be fun, but we could also just both try being blind. We'll have to figure that out. But yeah, Frick's the bouncer. Yeah, I'm gonna let people into his house. I love the idea of Frick just standing there with like, have you ever seen like the dude with the sunglasses meme where he's like doing that stance? The Muppets are at Hollywood Studios right now and I'm missing it. No, get over there. Oh, Hollywood Studios in Florida, right? Oh no, that's it. Hollywood Studios in, yeah, is that in Florida? Why are you missing it? Get over there. Why do you want to be the Barney ripoff? Because he's funny. I do like how his, like, when they showed his world, it just straight up was, Putt-Putt. The Putt-Putt games. John Stamos is there. Uncle Jesse. That's what I want to be. I want to be Uncle, I want to be the modern day Uncle Jesse. Uncle Will. If every word I said would make you laugh, I'd talk forever. 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 I am a modern Uncle Jesse. Dude, in a way, if you think about it with your brain, like being in a band and trying to like make it as a like singer in a garage band back in the 80s or 90s is kind of the equivalent of trying to be like an influencer now. It's kind of the same. Uncle Jesse takes care of his brothers. I think they were brothers or friends. I don't remember the specifics. There's kids. And I take care of my brother's kids. And they scare the shit out of me when I'm playing our games. I basically am the modern Jesse Stamos. I'll go back to them. But I was excited to see how your run was going. Also mentioned about getting to see you and Gia. Love you, mister. Hell yeah. Dude, what's, if you're still here, what's Tim up to? I saw him playing Tamagotchi. Who we adding today? What nonsense they get into. And frick, we're gonna name you the next character. Or the next catch, whatever we end up catching next. I think it might be... I don't know. I guess we'll hold off, because there's so many chances to get Magikarp. I was gonna say, get Magikarp in the next one, but we might get Badoo. I think Badoo would be a really good frick. I've never used Roselia in any playthrough, so that could be kind of neat. Let's put Chestnut up front to get a little switch training in for Chestnut. We go fight these Team Galactic grunts, or goons, whatever they're called in this game. I like so I was talking about having the thing over here where it tells you how many people are watching on the YouTube side, and I was watching when I was singing the Uncle Jesse song, I just saw the number drop from like 7 to 4. I'm like, oh wow. Like it stresses me out seeing the number go up and down. I'm still in line, but I'm getting sleepy. Oh, Jade, you gotta stay motivated. It's about drive. It's about power. We stay hungry. We devour. Put in the work. Put in the hours and take what's ours. Did you rhyme hours with hours? I'm just clicking that now when I said that. It's been 2 hours. That's crazy. It will be worth it, though. Think about it, Jay. You could get another girlfriend luck video made about you. Did I ever post a short of you? Maybe I did. I don't remember. Time it took is this long? Last time it took this long. Okay, so this is like normal. You know, we could get it, and then we could just go sell it to Delco Rips. Or we could get it, buy it from Walmart, and then bring it to Delco Rips, and then open it out front of their stores if we bought it from them. Or we go to alternate universe, buy stuff from them, and bring it to Delco Rips and sell it there. There's got to be some sort of margin. It's now, if I see that guy who lives in my neighborhood who works there, I'll be like, what's good, dude? Are you the one stealing out of, are you the guy who's like scalping out of the fucking machines? Oh, Chipchar! I better not get pursued. Could you imagine if this thing had pursuit? And like killed Chestnut, turn 1, and fake out. What are we, fucking Pokemon champions right now? Oh, look at Bubbles hitting 2 people. That would be really... Oh, Bubble would be a funny move to bring enchant... it lowers speed. And it's a spread move. Or it has a chance to lower speed. So I guess if you're going to do that, you might as well just do Icy Wind. But it would be funny to do Bubble. Just as a flex move. Grunt. I like how there's just Grunt 1, too. They don't have real names. Professor Rowan's kind of a Chad. Like, I feel like he just doesn't do anything. Like, he just kind of looks like he'd be, like, a cool older dude, but he also, like, doesn't do much. God, they talk a long time. Professor Rowan has unspoken aura. I like his ancestor, too, for Arceus. I think that's another really cool thing that makes... what am I about to say? The Arceus makes me like Diamond and Pearl Platinum more, just by association, which I think is interesting. That's another... It's the same way I like Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee a little bit more because of its association now with Pokopia. And the same thing with X and Y, like a little bit more now because of its association with ZA and what they did with Lysandre. But hey, Shane, I think maybe you were here for that bit where I was ranting about like a Pokopia based in Diamond and Pearl would go crazy. I would love to see like Sinnoh areas like Mount Coronet The lake, if one, all of the lakes, if not just like one of the lakes areas, like in a full like Pokopia vision. I think that's the thing too. There's not too many cities in this game where I can like really think off the top. There's the Great Marsh. The Great Marsh would actually kind of need to see. All right, but yeah, we are up to Route 204 for an encounter. If we didn't have, like, we have two solid, we have, like, Bidoof and Piplup. If we didn't already have a water type, I would have definitely grabbed a Gyarados, or a Magikarp by now, but... Yeah, I think we're going to try and grab the Dew here. Just like we're level 6. Jagger to level 17. I like this kid. This is one NPC that I always think about. He's like, "I'll beat you with the Magikarp my dad gave me." I don't think your dad. He only gives you a Magikarp. Your dad doesn't like you. But I mean, this is pretty good experience for Chestnut here. Can't complain about that. All right. Yeah, I just feel like I didn't mean to do that, but I just like Quagmired. All right. All right. Get rolling. Rolling. I keep rolling. I know y'all be loving this right here. RMB, Biscuit is right here. RMB? IMLB, Biscuit is right here. People in the house, put your hands in the air, cause if you don't care, then we don't care. Keep rolling. I keep rolling. I love that song. Only because it was the intro for NHL Hits 2002. Absolute banger. Like, I'm pretty sure they said they weren't, or at least I don't think that's has ever been stated, but they're pretty obviously never gonna do like a lot of major like random licensed third-party games on the NSO. But I would love to get NHL Hits 2002, 2003 on Nintendo Switch in any way. Or just on any modern systems. Like, it was made by, like, THQ, I think. If they could bring them back. I think the modern day sports players would love it. Have I ever done my Quagmire for you, Will? I don't think you have, no. I would love to hear it, though. Oh, Badoo. Alright, we got Badoo. We got Fricky Wiki, the Badoo. Pokeball. I'm gonna just throw a Pokeball and see if it works. Alright, we got Frick. Sensitive to changing temperatures. The bud on its bloom. The bud is said to bloom when the sun. I'm also sensitive to changing temperatures. I've been like trying to like train myself, making myself go outside and sit outside with the window down when it's like been this hot, so I can like not immediately get sick when summer starts. All right, we got Badoo. Do we want to add Badoo to anything? I think we might swap Badoo for Zubat, because we already have one flying. We don't really need two flying. Let me see. Who do we got? Yeah, we just have Badoo. I think I'm going to put Frick in for Zubat. Shane is also like level 8, so he's a pretty okay level. He won't fall too far behind. But Shane will definitely hop in. Also, I think we'll probably have another Shane at some point. Shane 2. If we get a Quagsire. I thought you said Quagsire. I was cracking up because like Aaron knows way more Pokemon than he probably should, and there's some Pokemon that like it really makes me laugh. I'm like, how do you know that? And Quagsire was one of those. I mean, he's like Quagsire. I'm like, how do you know? I didn't know you were well versed in elite ball knowledge, Aaron. Oh, and we have super potions now. Let's buy like 3 super potions. Let's buy. You're the reason he knows. I don't mean to. I think he just probably saw it in one of the videos that plays. And then we'll grab a few more Pokeballs, even though we like have a good amount of team members. Have like 5 more. And then we'll wait until we get up to the next town, see if we need any more items. Okay, I'm gonna keep Bidoof in front for now. Also, we have the speed up button, so like any type of like grinding won't take too long. After doing the Soul Link with Tim on the official Nintendo thing without having any speed up button, we can handle anything. Also, Gia, take a note. Rugged Path is another one of these areas that we do not have an encounter with. If we ever need one, we can come back to. There's a couple areas that we've skipped, but this is one of them. Because there's nothing we can catch here. We do have Rock Smash though, and I'm gonna give it to Espresso. Level 3 Zubat. Get him, Chestnut. Get him, Chestnut. Are you raising different kinds of Pokemon? Yes. Thank you. Snuck around that lady. Solid steak style. Solid steak. Solid snake style. Say solid snake style. It's a fun little tongue twister. Got the dude. Go for it, Badoo. Just attack him. Okay. For a second, I was like, uh-oh. Let's go, Bidoof. Can you do it, Bidoof? Let's go, Chestnut. I knew you could do it. 2 levels lower. Not even scared. Get back, though. You're not doing this one. Ooh, big boost for Lemon right there. Okay, this guy's probably got bugs. Bidoof will be fine. I can at least swap him out. Let him get a little bit of experience here. Bug Catcher Wurmple. Swap you out for Lemon. String Shot. Did you? I don't know if anyone's seen it. Ariados doing really good on Pokemon Champions, and one of the moves it uses is String Shot. They buffed String Shot apparently in Scarlet and Violet now, where it like drops 2 stages of speed instead of 1, and it hits both Pokemon at the same time. The first time I ran into an Ariados doing String Shot on me, I thought I was getting trolled. No, the 6-pack is gone. Fuck. That's what I said. After I went to McDonald's too many times. Still in for the ETB, you got this. Also, Bidoof, I'm being way too risky with you. Get out of there. Also, it's so funny, like, I used to, like, because the modern games, they buffed Leech Life. Every time I see it, I'm like, uh-oh, but it's the old games. Leech's life is so bad in this. Oh, we got Bullet Seed. Speaking of Breloom. Speaking of Luigi. Frick, do you want to learn Bullet Seed? Go for it, Frick. I think is Badoo friendship to evolve? I think he is. Anyone else think that the PC in Gen? Does anybody else think that the PC in the Gen 4 games kind of looks like Karen from SpongeBob? Just the way the computer screen is. It always reminded me of that. A little bit. See? I'm not crazy. Alright, so we have to do the other thing first. Route 205. Also the berries. This is the first time we're seeing berries, and I'm like, oh, that's free healing item. Chesto berries. So if we fall asleep. Pecha berries if we get poisoned. Nice. I got the little girl. She's like, can you save my dad? Trainer, can you save my dad? The weird spaceman's beating up my dad. But this is Route 205, I think. Or no, Valley Windworks is its own area. Alright, I'm hoping for Weasel, I think, I guess. For Pachirisu. We got Pachirisu, we got Bubby. Bubby lives. If you were around for me and Luke had a we were doing a Nuzloke of BDSP at one point, and we had Bubby, who was our Pachirisu, and Luke loved him, and then he died. And he was very upset. Bubby! Bubby's back. The return of Bubby. Did you get him one too? Yeah, when he went before he moved, I got him a little plush Pachirisu because of it. Ah, there's the Weasel. Weasel would have been a good pick too, but I'm pretty okay with what we got. Oh, we got Pursuit. Okay, Weasel has Pursuit. Alright, so now we know we can't switch train against Weasels. We almost lost Chestnut there. Jay, can you look up if Badoo is friendship? You owe me a Pokemon? Why do I owe you a Pokemon, Jay? It's because I got Luke one, now I have to get you one. Is that how that works? The girlfriend code. No, look what I sent you one instead. who this person is. Oh, it's oh, never mind. Me asking my man to cuddle with her having a meltdown. That was you. Oh. Send this if they don't reply in 0.2 seconds, they have you in a plush. I'll get you a Bulbasaur plush or a Growlithe, whatever that guy was holding. This guy wants to fight. Don't you dare go in the Valley Windworks. You gotta battle me. I'll battle you guy. Glameow. Oh, Glameow. It's a pretty high level, actually. I don't love that. Oh, Hypnosis. Don't love that either. Okay, so if that's actually a good thing we know now. If, because if Glameow has Hypnosis, Purugly will. And I remember struggling against Purugly as a kid in this fight, and now I'm kind of remembering why. It's because it had Fake Out and Hypnosis. We will definitely put a Chesto Berry on Gia before we go into that fight to avoid that Hypnosis problem. That's what we call preparation. 220 friendship. Okay, that's like the normal friendship to evolve. Kachirk. Okay, so if we just get... I don't want... Now we... And also we know now that Weasel has Pursuit, so we definitely don't want to switch train over here. Even though the levels are pretty good. Enough arguing. Hand over the honey. Ugh. Stunky. Alright, Stunky. We're going to switch you out for... Gia, don't pursue. Cool. Like, now that's like that's my biggest fear now, is like doing switch training, and I like anything that could have pursuit would be bad. Ooh, critical hit on that last year's wipes. Fricker to level 7. 6 out of 10. Also, can you look up what level the Purugly is at in the Valley Windworks? That brat. Get wrecked. Oh, you saved me. Here's a key. And here's some honey. Go rub it on a tree, why don't you? How about you make like a honey and rub yourself all over a tree? Level 7. Oh, level 17. Okay, damn, I thought it was higher than that. Okay, that's not bad. I really thought it was going to be more than that. Fake Out, Scratch, Faint Attack. Okay. That was the main thing. I'm like, oh, it doesn't have Hypnosis? Frick live? Yeah, frickin' love it. A fight. Not that one. That's crazy. No ETB. No! All that staying up, but for what? Alright, Frick, you get to... Nah, Frick, we're gonna switch you out. You're not fighting. Actually, you might be fighting, because I don't really have anything else that wants to fight a Pachirisu right now. Alright, you're gonna just hit, Absorb. Bubby, you're just gonna pound this one. Bullet Seed? Metal Claw? Yeah, Frick, spit him. Yeah, like, just don't double into Frick, please. We're gonna potion Frick. And then Gia. Oh, Gia should go for a bubble. Oh, it's got Poison Point. That's a fun ability. I was like, why are they getting poisoned? Look at Frick jumping from like level 1 to 10 in like 2 seconds. Stun Spore, give it a Water Sport. And Gia grew to level 18. I said she was 18. Frick does not want to fight a starter though. Now to get ready for bed. Now to get ready for bed. Disappointed. No Pokemon cards. When does it come out? Like maybe I could try and go to the the vending machine. I could go fight other people in a Costco parking lot. Gonna do a quick save. I might head to bed soon. No worries, Lemon. We're also gonna finish up soon. It is getting late. I think we should be good to go up. My thought was, I'm like, let's end at the Valley Windworks, but no worries if you do gotta go to bed though. Appreciate you for hanging out tonight though. That was very cool of you. Welcome to the gang. I'm pretty happy with our team right now. Frick, Gia, and Chestnut Core, and Lemon, and we got King Coffee that we just gotta like pick up a little bit. We also have we have Bubby too. Before I go, when you stream, we stream almost every day, Monday to Friday. Situations with my family bearing, but pretty much every Monday to Friday, 7 to around midnight window. I wanted to try to do like some morning stuff, but I very rarely are free in the morning. And then sometimes on the weekends, same time, like later on in the night, 7 p.m. to midnight. What is tomorrow? Tomorrow is Thursday. If I can get on earlier tomorrow, we could do a little bit more of this. But then Thursday nights are our throwback Thursday nights, where me and my homie from Canada, we do like old games, and we're doing Rugrats in Paris, and that's pretty much only a Twitch one because I can't get to run YouTube, Twitch, and a game at the same time. Long story short, but yeah, we'll be back here. Normal time, on average, is like 8 p.m. to midnight EST. But Lemon, appreciate you for hanging out tonight. I hope you have a good rest of your night if you do crash. And yeah, appreciate you hanging out the whole time and checking out our nonsense. Just spitting all over this Zubat. Frick grew to level 11. Dude, Frick's gonna be so stoked when he comes back in and he is a Roselia. As long as we don't let it die. Yeah, we fight this guy, and then it's the boss, Mars. Glameow. Okay, Glameow. Are you going to fake out turn 1? Yes. But there you go. That's what I was hoping for. I'm like, if we stay in, we could activate Poison Point with Frick. And now I'll swap him out to Lemon. Ooh, that's a lot. Yeah, the cat is like way too strong. That's why I'm like kind of nervous going into this Barogly. But I think we should be fine. Ooh, Stunky. Do I do like 5 minutes of extra training just to guarantee nobody dies, or do we just be confident and risk it? Usually not 7 though. Train. Oh yeah, usually not 7, but I put 7 on there. Because 7 is like, would be nice. It'd be nice to be able to start at 11. Or 7. Train. Alright, we'll do like an extra 5 minutes of training. And we'll go and fight her at midnight. When they Gang Grumps, Nuzloke, they first lost to Rourke in a silly way, and then they lost to, they lost almost their entire team to Gardenia, the second gym leader. But the only one that lived was Ting Twing, their Chingling, and I don't think the machines get the release on day 1, but I'm not okay. I could try and go to, I guess I could check the alternate universe Discord and see if there's anything going on in there. I lifted tonight. My shoulders are tight. Ooh, you like that pop? No, they won't be MSRP. They won't be. Maybe they won't be that much higher. You're like, no, we only get it if it's MSRP, which is fair. That is a better way to do it. You're right. I know you like opening them, so I didn't want to like, I offer. Okay, where do we want to train? I think I want to train down here. Is there anything I'd say Best Buy to see if people are camping out? Dude, go camping out at Best Buy. Would be crazy. Okay, I want King Coffee to get a little higher. The one thing I really wish more games had was the Versus Seeker. The Versus Seeker was such a good addition during Fire Red Leaf Green, and playing that Nuzloke and just doing it like the official way of like grinding. With like no speed up or nothing. It was like that at least was one way that made it like reasonable, because then you could just like keep refighting the same people and growing levels and having like a thing like that. Oh my god, level 9 Shinx. Should I just like catch this one and switch it out? Also, we didn't get Intimidate on ours. We got Rivalry, I think. Or Spark. Or I don't know, what is our ability? Static? Is that what he has, if not Intimidate? Shinx is also the least intimidating creature to ever exist. I don't know why that thing is Intimidate. Is the cutest little baby boy to ever exist. Shinx has Rivalry. So that raises its attack if it's fighting the Pokemon of its same gender. And we also have Rave. So we have like he's a physical attacker, which means we like are looking for like Spark and Thunderfang for him. Cartoon. Cricketoo, cricketoo. We all love cricketoo. You say crick, we say doo. Crick, doo, crick, doo. When I say big, you say doof. Big, doof, big, doof. When I say king, you say coffee. King, coffee, king, coffee. When I say G, you say Ia. G, Ia, G, Ia. When I say metal, you say claw. Metal, claw, metal, claw. When I say level 6, you say 7. 6, 7, 6, 7. When I say zoo, you say back. Zoo, back. Zoo, back. He's still not strong enough to fight on his own. This is what happens when you're in like the grindy grind. You're just saying words at this point. When I say grind, you say grind. Grind, 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 grind. Did I not put an alert box on this thing at all? I didn't. So if anybody followed or subscribed during this time, I was not seeing it. Whoops. Yeah, shout out to the 2 people who subscribed that I didn't read your thing. I'm sorry. Whoopsie doodles. I love saying whoopsie doodles. Like, those types of just, like, silly words are funny to say as a grown man, I feel. And it's something, like, I would never say as, like, a teenager. I'd be like, I would never whoopsie doodle. What do you think I am? Some sort of a whoopsie doodle? And I'd be like, shut up, you friggin' whoopsie doodle. That's what I would say now. You chud. I love chud. I think chud is such a funny term. And Jerry, you're gonna buy the Pokemon Museum event items, even if they're not at MSRP. I don't know any of them. Any of like the Explorer Pikachu, any of the cute ones that they had. If we get it. Okay. That's fair. As soon as he learns Spark, I think he'll be in a good spot to be able to like train in this area on his own. If we go to the fossil. Oh, should we try to add a fossil to our team? Because the fossils, they count as that city where the first gym is, Orberg. They count as Orberg City's encounter. If we do the little mini game to go dinosaur hunting. That'd be funny. I've never used any of them because it takes a long time to find their bones, but that could be a good bit. Also, he didn't learn fucking Spark yet. What level does he learn Spark at? I feel like it's gotta be soon. I don't trust this, not the damn healing. But I'm glad we got on tonight. I was talking about it with Gia, how just doing the streaming thing is like, and the whole content thing. So we got a couple clips out of tonight, definitely. So like, we got it was a chill, like do I count the way I'm like looking at like a lot of things now with like the streaming stuff. I'm like, was this a successful stream? I say it was. We got like a few new people to come in and hang out. We had a good time with our mainstays. Had a few funny clips happen, so now I have something to post on all the other stuff, and we just had a good time. Like, overall fun. So I think that was a success. I look at what we're doing. I'm like, are we doing the good? I think we're doing the good today. I do have a thing in my hair though. And then I'm excited about this weekend. I like doing the charity events. Like that's gonna be fun to be a part of. So overall, things are going well. Positive things. Positive thing. King Coffee? Come on, King Coffee. I sent you some homework tomorrow. Yay, I love more homework. Hopefully they don't run out of applicants this time. Everybody. Like, that one I was talking about. I applied and then immediately they were just like, we're not taking any more people. Hopefully they were like, we're not taking any more people because that's the guy. That's the guy we want. Gia grew level 19. Learn Bubble Beam. Oh, better bubble. Cricketoo. I don't trust Cricketoon anymore. After losing our run to Cricketoon last time, has now made me fear his little bug eyes. Let's see if frickin' handle this. Frickin' handle this. Frick swept that Bidoof like it was nothing. Yeah, Frick does really good against Bidoofs, but does... Oh, actually, you know what I just considered? Hold on, come here, you Frick. Frick one-shots everything in this cave. Or no, he doesn't. Not the Zubats, but Geodudes. Oh, he should be able to one-shot these things. So I thought they were going to be a higher level. What? Okay, maybe he doesn't one-shot these things. Espresso does. We should. Alright, we've hit midnight. Let's go, just go do it. We can do it. Got Rock Tomb. Espresso, if anybody has to die for the greater good. It will be, yeah. I think Frick should be able to live one fake out from the Perugly, and I think that'd be kind of cool to try and put him out and take a hit and get the poison, but I feel like it might be better off just getting Piplup in there, let Piplup take it, and then taking the second hit, because it's probably could resist Feint Attack. Scratch might do a decent amount, but we definitely shouldn't kill. So yeah, our team is growing slowly in the background, but I do think it's just going to be Piplup show again. Let me make sure we put a berry on you. I'll give you a Petcha. Because he's probably going to have a Skunky or something first. I'm one of the Team Galactic's 3 commanders. No, there's 4 commanders. I'm Mars. Alright, Team Galactic Mars. What you got, girl? We got the Zubat up front. Go straight in the Bubble Beam. One shots the Zubat. And now we got the Perugly that's gonna come in. Go for the fake out. He does about 10. So Scratch does another 20, and then we almost kill it with a Bubble Beam. Gets the crit. Goes for the Feint Attack. Does like 10, and then we Bubble Beam it. Alright, so that was got 666 experience though. She is now level 20. Alright, so the team is looking good right now. We did not sweat that at all. And our other team members are all slowly getting built up, and now we'll have a lot more trainers to train against as we go up to the next route. Do we get anything from these people for doing this? Like an item of some kind? It just tells me about the balloon Pokemon that you can get. Oh, now you can catch Drifloon here on Fridays. Okay. So yeah, and now the only thing we get rewarded for doing is that we get to move forward. Ah, Looker, what's good? Yeah, I've already got rid of him. And he's off. It's 205. Okay, so this is a new route. But yeah, we'll come back. We'll start here next time. In the next area, we have this route. Let me check the map. Yeah, so right now we're here at Floraroma, and we have Ecruteak City here, and we have the Eternal Forest. There is Route 205. So we have a Route 2... Oh, wait, no, 205. Yeah, that's the Valley Windworks. So we have Route 205 encounter, Eternal Forest encounter. That's also Route 205, so that's not another one. So we have 2 encounters, and then we're in Ecruteak City. And then when we get to Ecruteak City, there's Route 211 and 206. And then we missed out on our 207 encounter. Okay. So not too bad. We have 1, 2, 3 encounters coming up before the next gym. But we do have a pretty good answer to the next gym being Staravia. We also have Luxio and Primplup and Bidoo are all making their levels. So I'm pretty happy with this. Pretty solid squad. But yeah, this was fun. Yeah, I think that's all. We're just gonna wrap it up. And we will be back tomorrow at some time. Alright, good night.